shit's on properly.
God, no Darius Leonard.
Show me the thing. There we go. It's on. Okay, cool.
I think Kyler Murray was the start.
Got my stream on my phone.
Look at that. Oh, my God.
That's a lot of COVID. I'm sure I'll regret not starting Kyler Murray, even though Herbert's playing the Texans.
Can't argue with it.
No, now let's go over to the Cardinals sideline and Peter Schrager.
Thank you, Melissa. Cardinals are going without James Conner.
Welcome back.
Edmonds carrying the load today, but Cardinals know what time it is. They know they have 2 straight
Make sure this sounds okay. Okay, sounds good to me.
I get it. I'm the fired college coach, and Kyler's the 5'10" quarterback.
Kliff Kingsbury's the college coach that had a losing record with Patrick Mahomes.
They're ready to go. Let's play some football, guys.
All right, Melissa and Peter, it's a 3rd consecutive week they've got a chance to clinch their first playoff berth since 2015. They won the toss, selected the receiver.
Hey, Robert, how you doing? Cardinals get the ball first. And we're watching this game. We are watching this game totally legally. Just to clarify. Why is it hot in here on Christmas? Because it's like 60 degrees outside. It's not right now. Thanks for nothing, Kyler Murray. Like I said, I benched Kyler. He'll play good tonight. You just watch.
I am always the best player that I can do anything this team needs for us to do to win.
Hope y'all had a Merry fucking Christmas. That Packers-Browns game got a little wild. The Browns did get robbed at the end. Edmonds for 6. I put James Conner on the bench and threw Tyreek Hill in as my flex when I saw the Tyreek cleared protocol. I was like, ooh.
And it's getting to the point where if they wanted to use him as an excuse, injuries could be.
Everything about this Cardinals offense let me down this year. First down, run with Edmonds again. I had, at any given point, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, James Conner. They all shit the bed for me, every one of them. Conner, I just didn't start in the right games. You're watching the A-team. Don't you know there's football on? Important football. Back to Edmonds again. 3 straight runs to start the game. Gets 5 yards.
We talk a lot about this offense and Kyler.
In honor of Juan Pablo Montoya, my TV volume is at 42. I just hope my TV doesn't burst into flames.
When they've been able to come out and dominate between the tackles. Kyler Murray, a big part of their run game, but when they run the football, it opens up everything else on the outside.
Well, they haven't done much of anything. Oh, Kyler, look out. Zach Ertz. Be a 3rd and 4. Yeah. Cardinals offensive players should have been the most sure thing in fantasy football this year, but they've not been.
Seeing the defender and finding a way. He can make every throw. He does a great job of being able to change arm.
3rd down.
A lot of it comes from his baseball background, but you're going to see him make a lot of different kinds of throws tonight.
The only guy ever to be a first-round pick.
Look how short he is. He looks tiny back there. Offsides.
On 3rd and 3, this is a flag.
Buckner jumped offsides. Or are they going to say false start? False start. Wow, that looked like offsides to me. They got the Browns with that bullshit earlier. Nobody on the Browns O-line moved. And they called false start on the Browns when the Packers jumped offsides.
Right there in the middle.
Hey, little fingers.
That's all it takes. All we got to do is see a little bit of movement. Those guys on the other side.
Have I seen Knight Rider? Yeah.
Step across the ball and get that call.
Jones starting at right guard again. Max Garcia.
I know about Kit and David Hasselhoff and all that. 3rd and 8 now. No D-Hop. He might come back for the playoffs. Damn, the Colts blitz and Zach Ertz is wide open. That was quick.
He is a tough guy to blitz. They tried and Murray beat it.
That stubby little bastard has a quick release.
Sees that pressure come off the edge. It's what we call a hot, unblocked defender coming.
That's so satisfying in Madden when you do that shit. You get the ball out so fast. You're like, ain't touching me. And they go back to the run.
Kyler Murray, first overall pick in 2019, and he's gotten better and better.
Do you remember the year before he got drafted, the Cardinals took Josh Rosen with the first overall pick, and then the next year they were like, Kyler Murray.
For a lot of this season in the MVP discussion,
Before Kliff Kingsbury got the Cardinals job, he said, well, if I was the head coach of an NFL team, I'd draft Kyler Murray. He wasn't lying. He called his shot. See, I'm already glad I didn't play James Conner, because it's all Edmonds. I know he was questionable coming in.
The game is slowing down. Talked about that hot throw he made a couple plays ago. In past years, he would be a guy that sees that pressure and decides, I'm going to just take off and run and elude them with my feet. He sees the game, slows down, knows where his quick throw is. Boom, get the ball out of your hands and play the game inside the pocket. You do that with his athleticism, it's going to be a fun thing to watch for the next decade.
He's completed his
3rd and 3.
Trying to pick up another third down conversion.
There's Zach Ertz again to the Colts 42. And he's pumped.
Nice job here by Zach Ertz. All about body. Being able to lean on the defender and then separate. And Kyler Murray, once again, with a different kind of throw. Just laying the football out there, allowing his receiver to separate and go get it.
Cardinals need a uniform change. The Cardinals have never had good uniforms in their entire franchise history. Their uniforms have always been ugly and plain. I'm so glad the Falcons switched to primarily black, because red is like the most generic football team color of all time.
I'm watching the Patriots.
I love now the Bills are different. I love their red uniforms. The Bills' Christmas uniforms are awesome. Little read option. And it's 3rd down again. I bet he throws to Zach Ertz.
It is yet another 3rd down in this opening Arizona drive.
This was something that Kliff Kingsbury talked about in our meetings, is we've got to win 3rd down. Obviously, it helps for our rhythm offensively, but as much as anything, it's about keeping the Colts and that dominant run game off the field.
Converted both 3rd down tries on this drive. 3rd and 3 coming here.
3rd and 3 should be nothing.
Colts showing pressure and bringing it again.
And Kyler gets greedy, and Kirk, it goes through his hands. It's 4th down. Go for it.
But off Kirk's hands.
Go for it.
I'm ready for the NFL to be all robots, so we can hear about a player failing post-game
Separation. Really a good ball.
You know, it's funny because I watch NASCAR now, and after somebody wins, I'm like, well, I wonder if he'll fail post-race. That always crosses my mind. Well, football games I have to get used to, oh, no, that was it. It's over. Like when the Falcons lose, I can't be like, well, oh, it's over. Cardinals are going to take the field goal. I'd have got greedy and went for it. Hey, you got greedy on the 3rd down. You threw deep. This is a long field goal, but it's Prater. It's no good. Should have went for it. Laces out, motherfucker. The laces were in. Did you catch that? It was not laces out. It was laces in on that one. And it's no good. Shame. Why is it so hot on Christmas? It's pissing me off. I had my window open for hours and it's not cooled off in here. Hello, phone. How are you? Single people use half their bed for remotes, phones, pillows. You're absolutely right. Random Facebook meme. Remember, don't ruin the magic of childhood for kids at Christmas. Please keep that in mind every holiday season when spending time with your younger family members. Let them believe. There's no need to tell the kids that the Undertaker is not really Kane's brother. Boy, I'm appalled at that nasty-ass ham I ate today. Aaron Rodgers totally copped a feel on Aaron Andrews.
Those laces were in.
Laces were in. For some reason, they were just showing Colt McCoy on the sideline, who is the backup for Kyler Murray. And here's Jonathan Taylor. He's gone. Well, not gone.
Jonathan Taylor, bang!
Just like that.
47 yards.
47-yard run on the first play for the Colts.
And the losses for the Cardinals, this has been their big problem, is between the
What?
tackles.
Look.
Talk about Jonathan Taylor. Got
Gone.
great ability to cut, and then the speed to make big plays off of that.
And carry double streams. I'm sorry I didn't stream more Batman yesterday. Something came up. Life happened. I couldn't stream more Batman yesterday, even though I wanted to, and I promised I would. So I'm really sorry, because I was having fun. Just like that, the Colts are in the red zone.
Already to the Arizona 16 and right back to him.
A little more resistance that time.
His numbers in that game, 29 carries for 170 yards, including that game-icing touchdown to 67.
Just what the Colts need, another injury on the offensive line.
They got the
offensive
MVP.
lineman for the Colts, which is already an issue for this team.
No, but Tom Brady with his 60 screen passes he throws every game is much more impressive. 15? Yeah, exactly. Rodgers has like 4. Rodgers has 4.
Just run as fast as you can.
Hey, Michael. Jonathan Taylor hit a 47-yard run on his first carry. The Colts just... Oh, it was Jack Doyle that was hurt, not an offensive lineman. Jack Doyle's hurt. Basically, in this offense, yeah. In this offense, Doyle is just an extra offensive lineman.
Who limps off of the field. 2 plays, and already the Colts are inside the 15-yard line thanks to Jonathan Taylor.
Talking to Coach Wright this week and just asked him, tell me about this guy. And he goes, he's like Captain America. Not only good on the field, but off the field as well. But
Captain America's black now. Don't talk about Jack Doyle as Captain America.
Great power, and really the reason why.
Didn't you watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? It's really good. You should watch it. I actually watched it again today because I had a lot of fucking time on my hands.
Opening Indianapolis drive.
Screen to Pittman, who has been a huge fantasy disappointment for me. First and goal.
Just like that. Pittman far and away the outside for the Colts. He's now over.
If Cam Newton can win a fraudulent bullshit MVP with a bunch of 1-yard touchdowns, Jonathan Taylor can get a bunch in the red zone and still deserve to win it.
The second leading receiver, Zach Pascal, is out.
It's a good thing they have, wait for it, Mo Alley Cox, which is the best name ever. They got Pittman and Mo Alley Cox and T.Y. Hilton. And damn, Taylor got tackled for a loss.
If you're playing the Colts and you don't play the run right there, you are definitely going to.
Yeah, Michael, not going to lie, the Browns got robbed a few times in the second half that really affected the game.
Well, I would say that last one probably wasn't bad.
I don't know, they were going to be right there in field goal range.
See, Baker just played like.
Baker played like utter shit, and the Browns still probably, kind of, sort of, maybe. Kind of, sort of, maybe.
I can't believe Baker playing like
Should have won.
Kept them that close.
Well, credit to Nick Chubb and the Browns defense for sure.
Browns defense.
That's something to build on in the future, that defense. And Taylor to the 1. 3rd and goal. And somebody really just finished their block down there.
You mentioned last week just 12 passes in that game. This is another one of those teams, as we saw
Jonathan Taylor to the Patriots.
that have the patience to say, we're not going to just drop back and throw it 40 times. We believe in what we do. We believe in what is the.
How many times do you think the Patriots will try to run it on the Bills tomorrow? Not 46 again.
I'd like to see somebody like
Hey, Ozzy.
Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson.
That is not what the Colts like to do.
You might have to watch the Pro Bowl. Fucking Pro Bowl. 3rd and goal. They got Hines and Taylor in. They're going to let Wentz throw. Touchdown, T.Y. It's T.Y. You knock one of them over, I'm going to slap you. I was just stunned they let Wentz throw it down there. They trusted him to not throw an interception.
Looking to Hines on the left-hand side, comes to his number 2 receiver in T.Y. Hilton, who just sneaks underneath the coverage. Big improvements by
T.Y. is going to explode come playoff time. He usually does. He's had to spend most of this year getting healthy.
By an O-line that is depleted tonight. Nelson, Kelly, and Glowinski all out. It's guard center.
7-0. Colts. Cardinals should have went for them at 4th down, like I said.
The very first, a big one from Taylor. It's the Colts 7, the Cardinals nothing.
I'm not surprised.
Nope. I said this game could be a blowout, but the Cardinals moved the ball really well, so it's way too early to tell. Should have went for them at 4th down, though. And that's me saying that. Mr. Conservative. It's like you just know. I don't buy into analytics. Sometimes you just know, like, okay, we should go for this. Not all 4th downs are created equal. Grandpa's in there watching A Christmas Story. I used to watch that every fucking year. Now it's been years since I've seen it. May Kyler Murray play like utter dog shit because I benched him and I don't want to feel bad about benching him. NFLtickets.com. Let's pretend that they're not expensive as shit.
Too expensive.
I was stunned that time I ended up at an NFL game. I was like, my dad wanted to pay for NFL tickets for everybody? Goddamn. Should have went to that Falcons-Panthers game a year before last when Atlanta whooped the shit out of them. I had the chance to go to that one, but I didn't go.
Ooh. Brett Favre told Rodgers since he beat his record, he has to win the Super Bowl now.
Well, then he'd have one more than Favre had. 30 years straight of Hall of Fame quarterback play, and they have 2 to show for it. 3 appearances, 2 rings.
I mean, not everybody can be Bill Belichick.
Favre's another one like Brady where his bad play got ignored because he sucked for 5 or 6 good years straight with Green Bay like that.
Like Peyton's last couple of years.
Peyton's last year and a half was pretty bad. But like Brett Favre, from the time he got to Green Bay up until like 98, really good. 99 to 04, he sucked. He didn't do shit.
Colts in front 7-0. Playing on Christmas Day for the first time.
People don't even remember Mike Sherman as the head coach. Ooh, Cardinals are going to start from their own 10.
It's going to be 14-0 in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I hope Kyler throws a pick six.
Powered by AWS. Jonathan Taylor again hitting the afterburners. He's got 3 of the 5 fastest sprints by a ball carrier this season. 20 miles per hour is what is kind of that threshold for very fast. He hit 20 miles per hour again on the 44-yard run. First play for the Colts. I'm so disappointed.
Just think if the Colts had run it with him a bunch early in the year, they wouldn't have started 0-3 or 0-4, whatever the fuck they were.
Can you be in single digits? Is that?
I think you can, yeah. It's probably not advisable.
Shout out to Simmons running his ass down. Taylor should have been gone. Bad throw by Collar. That's nothing new lately. Looking like Baker Mayfield out here or something.
And Kyler Murray talks about sometimes when things don't go well early.
Tyler Huntley.
To get things
Trade for him in the offseason. Somebody's going to trade for Huntley in the offseason.
Yeah, it didn't work out well. We missed the field goal, give up the big run, 7 points. Still got to settle in. Don't have to speed things up. Long way to go in this thing. And what we know about this Arizona offense is they can strike quick.
Empty it out on 2nd and 10.
Oh! I thought that was going to be intercepted. 3rd and 1. Kirk made a nice catch.
Timing between these two guys. Quick little hitch.
Cardinals supposed to be fun to watch. They've been anything but lately. Oh, my God.
Able to take it off his shoulder pads by Christian Kirk. This is the go-to guy that Kyler has now that DeAndre Hopkins is out. He called Christian Kirk the glue of this offense. Knows the offense as well as he does as a quarterback. And is just so consistent for him as a receiver.
The go-to guy overall. Go-to guy on 3rd down. The first drive was the tight end Zach Ertz, lined up to the left side of the formation here. It's a speed option.
Speed option. It's working.
For a first down. Great speed. Take the ball to the 28-yard line where George Odom rushes him out after a gain of 9.
A good old speed option. Just going to read this defensive end here. He plays quarterback.
You're the defensive end. What are you supposed to do?
3rd and short, tight red zone situation.
I like how that play looks so easy, but you realize how hard it is to pitch that ball back, worrying about somebody about to hit you in the face, and do it accurately and not fumble. God, it's the Tremaine Edmonds show. Chase it, whatever. Tremaine Edmonds, Chase. Yeah, they're all the fucking same. Edmonds.
He leads all running backs, averaging 6 yards per touch.
So good early in the season. Suffered some injuries, and James Conner, I think, was a welcome surprise for this team and what he has brought to the table. But nice having Chase back.
I think the Raiders have him.
James Conner being banged up a little bit the last couple weeks.
Again, Conner out tonight, so it's Jonathan Ward that comes in.
Kyler Murray, read option. Don't let him get. He's gone. Oh, it's a foot race. Oh, down at the 2. That's like, don't let him get up the seam. Oh. As soon as he got past those DBs, it was over.
On the field, another zone read, get up into the secondary.
Right here, I was like, uh-oh.
Hit the grass right there, but forget it.
We've seen some good effort on defenses already.
And the angle is just enough to prevent it from getting in the end zone.
That's a fun one to put the MPH on. Your runs don't
Exactly.
Yeah. 1st and goal inside the 5. They flip it to Edmonds.
Toss it to Edmonds. Nothing.
By EJ Speed.
With that last name, he better be fast.
Losses here in this building against Green Bay and against the LA Rams. And even in those games when they didn't have their rhythm, what you notice is how quickly they can strike. They can change the complexion of the game very, very quickly. And I feel like they just got the football, and here we find them already on the 2-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor was going to 75 yards.
For a quick response, something they couldn't come up with in Detroit last week. That quick deficit grew and grew into an embarrassing loss to the 1-win Lions.
Yeah, it was beyond embarrassing. Thanks for almost costing me my fantasy football game. Touchdown, Chase Edmonds. As soon as Kyler played like shit against the Lions, I was like, good win, Dylan. I never thought Tom Brady would only put up 3.5 points.
This has normally been James Conner.
I hope they play the Saints in the playoffs.
That's why I wish the Saints could make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to, but I wish they would just for that. I said that during that game. I was like, damn, I hope the Saints make the playoffs.
As you said, great response by this Cardinals offense.
Justin Max Garcia paving the way for Edmonds, untouched into the end zone. Prater for the extra point again.
I think they signed White Bortles too.
Yeah.
McCoy.
And Prater missed the extra point.
I think it was straight. It was
He's missed a 51-yard field goal and an extra point. 7-6.
Colts stay in front. Tyler Murray sets it up with a long run. A 7-6 game. Fun one so far here on Christmas.
Woke up too early today. I'm sleepy. How am I supposed to go back to work on third shift when I'm sleeping normally? No. Look at the Spider-Man commercial. I wish I could talk to y'all about that fucking movie, but for some reason, there's still people that haven't gone to see it. What are you doing with your lives? Hey, Ozzy. Meow, 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 meow. That might have been the fastest I've ever seen Kyler Murray run. A couple minutes ago.
By Lowe's. Colts at 8-6. They're one of the 5 teams in the AFC sitting with that record. There's a real small shot at them winning the division, but a very large chance of them getting in as a wild card team. Arizona on the other side trying to clinch its first playoff berth since 2015. They're going to the postseason, barring a complete catastrophe here down the stretch. They need just one win or a tie to clinch that.
Amazing to think that the Colts started 0-3, 1-4 on the season, but talking to every single man in that building, there was no panic. But they believed.
What are you doing, Mr. Ozzy? What do you want?
That they would get things turned around.
Part of the reason they turned it around, they started leaning more and more on Jonathan Taylor, who leads the NFL in yards by, you name it, 10 plus, 20 plus. 30 plus, 40 plus. He had a 50 plus on that first drive. Leads the NFL in all those categories.
If there's a yardage number, Jonathan Taylor's probably ran for it on any given play.
That's amazing. The Colts go back to work from the 25. Play action. Screen. Incomplete.
Screen goes nowhere.
Well, we talked about Jonathan Taylor a lot this week, and rightfully so. And head coach Frank called him Captain America. He said, as good of a player as he is, he's even a nicer human being. And I also talked to Pro Bowl left Quentin Nelson, who's out tonight with COVID. He said he is a beast, and he said his vision is just so awesome.
Carrying on what you said about Frank Reich, he said there's no weaknesses as a player, so of course he loves that. But the ultimate teammate, a humble star, and as Melissa said,
We like Jonathan Taylor here.
in the city, elevates the league. What a great face developing. On the out, one of the tight ends, Kylan Granson. And it will be third down and short. Carson Wentz in this Colts offense. 1 year after he had 16 touchdowns and an NFL high 15 picks to finish off his time in Philly. 24 touchdowns when he had the first.
Carson Wentz is doing all right. He's doing all right.
This week, telling us that
This year.
he did struggle with
He's in the same category with Rodgers and Kirk Cousins.
expectations of being in Philly.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, I'm saying like
Nick
statistically.
Foles taking over
Because
for
the
him. Really
touchdown
struggled with the
interception
confidence,
ratio.
but being here with Frank Wright, settling back into the basics,
3rd and 3. I bet it's with Taylor. It's something with Taylor. It could be play action or something. He's looking for Taylor. Nope. Oh, damn. I can tell where that ball was going. Oh, wait, as Al Michaels would say, Doolin. That's how he says that guy's name.
Well, definitely not if you see
What?
Isaiah Simmons as he comes back to his crosser. Isaiah Simmons is dropping right underneath it, but throws a rocket. Huge play. 23 yards into Cardinals territory.
The way that defender laid out for that, I thought that was going to be picked, and it shot past him, and Doolin caught it.
It's never been a question on whether Carson Wentz.
Let me see, am I crazy? Was it an optical illusion, or was this almost intercepted?
Looking at his flat, you see right there. Isaiah
No, it
Simmons
was almost intercepted. That's why I went, ooh, when he threw that.
Great ball. That second level throws, and that's exactly what they need off of the play action, off of his power run game. Get those
Carson Wentz, even if he plays bad again, he will get unlimited second chances because he can put a ball through that wall right there.
Last week's total. He said he threw it fewer times than he had.
Actually, he could probably throw a ball through concrete. Offsides, I think.
But Corey Peters is trying to snap up the.
I can't believe Corey Peters is still playing. I remember when he played for the Falcons from like 08 to, or was it 2010, 2011, whatever.
Defensive line.
Yeah.
offside. Defense. Number 99. Undefeated with quarterback. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still second out.
He was early. Let's go back down to Melissa.
Michael, you're right. The Niners missed on that. They should have kept Buckner, but they signed D. Ford, who played 5 games in 2 years. You're right.
And I asked once about it. He said, to me, that's not my mindset ever. So Wright clarified. He told me what he meant was we're going to need a fourth-quarter drive somewhere along the way where we say Carson came through in the clutch. He said, I'm not saying he's got to be a superstar, but I know he can be.
Off to a good start in this one. 4-5 with a touchdown.
Offsides again.
Movement again. Flags again. Last week it was 3
That's
roughing
an easy
the passer
touchdown.
penalties on the
10 yards and penalties right there, first down.
A sour point.
Neutrals on the fraction. Defense.
There you go.
5-yard penalty. Results a first down.
Here's back-to-back offsides moving the chains.
We don't see that very often for the home team to go back-to-back like that. To build off of what Melissa was saying, you think about your quarterback having to be a star, and a lot of people want to say, well, we want to see him throw 40 times in a game and carry this team. That's not what they're looking for. They're just looking for him to be able to play big in the biggest moments against those good football teams that they're going to have to beat coming down the stretch.
Play clock inside 5 on 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Taylor swallowed up for a loss. 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. For anybody who can't watch. For the millions that don't have NFL Network.
First quarter to a close. 2 of the NFL's most high-powered offenses, when they're right, have looked right through the quarter of this one. Prime time, week 16, on to the second.
7-6 Colts. We played busted before we got on, and we didn't get banned. And I was right in the thick of it. You saw how I played. That is literally how I play every time. But I get banned. I get banned. I'm going to go like a year without getting banned and then forget about it and then get banned and be shocked.
That's who you're banned when you get back on.
God, that guy we got stuck on the stairs up under that building. That was amazing. And then the dude that was really good that got stuck in the ramp coming out of the sewer. before that, he was about to take a left and duck into the subway tunnels, and I was the one that hit him and sent him back that way. And then when he went that way, he got ambushed and stuck. That was a good one. Earlier today, you missed it. We caught a guy with like 15 seconds left. He was like at 9:40 something, and we got him. TJ Watt should be Defensive Player of the Year. Not Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is close, but it should be TJ Watt. Micah Parsons can win Defensive Rookie of the Year. If the Cowboys were smart, they would only play him as a pass rusher, but they keep dropping him in coverage. He could have broken the sack record if they'd stopped dropping him in coverage. TJ Watt could have broke the sack record, but he missed a game or two.
He missed 3 games.
3 games, yeah. But he still got a chance to break it.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
That sack record, I've seen so many times, like, that damn sack record should be broken, but somehow somebody gets like right to it and then can't get the last one they need. The record's bullshit because Brett Favre let Michael Strahan sack him to give him the record.
Kyler Murray, the longest run of his career, ripped off one from 57 and see if the touchdown. We begin this second quarter with a second down for the Colts from the Cardinal 37.
Second quarter, Colts 7, Cardinals 6.
The Colts, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Winners of 7 of their last 9 and trying to keep on rolling. Cardinals can clinch a playoff spot with a win tonight.
Naeem Hines for 2.
Baker, who's in the Pro Bowl for the 4th time in his 5 seasons. So much fun.
Buda Baker, who was fast, but apparently not as fast as DK Metcalf.
Before that, I love to watch the Cardinals defensive film, and I watch the ball with my eyes, and I just wait to see that flash.
If I was DK Metcalf, I'd demand a trade.
Because I always know that it's Buda Baker. He plays this game at a completely different speed.
Where does he go?
Anywhere other than Seattle.
So good on 3rd down because they had teams in
3rd and 10. Right there at the Arizona 35.
You can be the guy to make these kinds of plays. These are the kinds of
Cardinals are blitzing. Cardinals are blitzing. Yep, here they come. Look out! And Wentz gets nailed. It's incomplete. I think it's incomplete. But yeah, Mo Alley Cox recovered it anyway.
I love this package. It's what they call the NASCAR package. You're going to see them walk everybody up to
It's 670 horsepower with a 4-inch spoiler like it should be. Don't forget, 670 is still too low, but goddamn, it's way better than 550. It's an incomplete pass. They got it wrong.
And we're going to throw a flag for roughing the passer.
I always wait for that. They're going to try to kick this field goal. It's a far one.
Was really good to begin. So good that
it's longer than 51, which was the one Prater missed. 53. That's a long-ass field goal. Oh, it's short. It was accurate, but short. No good. Still just 7-6. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. That was just short. Hearing those. Michael, me and Dylan talked about this earlier. I said, when I heard Kurt Busch and Brad Keselowski say, man, this feels like a 2005 Cup car, I was like, ooh. Ooh. That's all I needed to hear. You're going to get me at every race next year. 1.5 mile races won't suck to go to anymore.
So who's going to win the 500 then?
Who's going to win Daytona 500? That's a good question. Who's going to win Daytona 500? William Byron. I don't know. It's impossible to figure out. We got to see qualifying. We got to see the duels. We got to see practice. Brad, that would be a good story because Brad's due. Kyle Busch is due. Kyle and Brad have never won it. Michael says Cindric.
Interesting. That sounds like a NASCAR.
He got to be a pretty good super speedway racer in Xfinity.
I don't know, man. That Justin Haley.
Justin Haley, AJ Allmendinger. Wait, who's driving is AJ driving the Daytona 500? I can't remember. I'd have to look. Because I know Hemrick's driving some, AJ's driving some, Noah's driving some.
Noah drove the 500.
Yeah, I guess. Much as I would hate that, put Noah in it for the 500.
Midway through this season, at Kyler Murray at the start of it, as went 7-1 over his first 8 starts, injured his ankle against the Packers, and in the 3 games since returning, just hadn't quite been the same. Although this was a sight for sore eyes as he took off, that ankle looking just fine.
Fastest run by a quarterback this season in the same league Lamar Jackson plays in. I've always said I like Kyler better than Lamar in every way. Throwing.
The Pro Bowl or Lamar?
Yeah. Did he really make the Pro Bowl? The fuck?
Him and Herbert and Mahomes, I think.
Herbert, Mahomes, even though Mahomes having a down year for him, it's like
But Lamar was the only one.
Herbert for sure deserved it.
He was that Matt Stafford got snubbed.
Dude, the Falcons got fucking robbed. Tell me that Cordero Patterson and
Broncos said the same thing. They got run.
Cordero Patterson and AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell's the #1 graded corner in the NFL. Doesn't make the Pro Bowl.
The way they play defense and the way that they play.
Oh, Gregson's driving for another team for the Daytona 500, and I think AJ's driving the Daytona 500 for college.
Starts with those guys right there in the middle.
Murray dances.
There's Edmonds again. Boy, if you got Edmonds on your fantasy team, you're getting your volume, I tell you that.
From Xavier Rhodes. Talk about the growth of Kyler Murray. Talked about it earlier, getting the ball out of his hands quick. But something else that takes a little bit of time for young quarterbacks is to know where their checkdowns are. You get so engrossed in what's happening down the field and trying to make the big play that you don't know where that checkdown is and get yourself easy completions to keep you in third and short situations. Well done there by the young quarterback.
Third and 3 from midfield. 10 men within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage for the Colts. On the slant.
Zach Ertz
His third
across the Colts 40. Mr. Third Down.
Ertz been injury to Max Williams earlier in the year to find a replacement because the tight end position has been so important within this offense, and he has been a welcome addition.
Screen to Ertz.
Now here they feed it to him on a little screen, and we'll take
Just 4.
first down. Ertz, of course, coming over from Philadelphia. Top 10 all time.
Well, Shannon Sharp has the record for tight ends. I can't remember what it was, though. It's crazy, though.
I know Brandon was like 21.
With his ability to run routes on the outside.
And gives Kyler Murray, I know Max Williams was training with
I've
him.
seen-
Julio almost broke that. Julio got close a couple of times.
I've seen it. I think the most I've seen is like 17.
I've seen Julio get like 19.
Now targets, I've seen some targets.
Julio had 18 for 277 against Green Bay once.
Wow.
Edmonds again.
Crosses the 30 shortly checking with Peter.
Joe, it's interesting because
Zach Ertz.
And Julio had 17 for 300 against Carolina.
Like Rowe came over and Press Taylor came over. And
That might be
Jordan
the
came
one I'm
over.
thinking.
It was like an
And he had 11 for 176
And Ertz
against
and Wentz are
Arizona.
best friends for life. Those two get along, and they're not like competitors, and Wentz might be on the lines of both these guys today.
3rd and 2. Prater's missed an extra point and a long field goal, so
Over in October.
I guess you better convert this.
Third down for the Cardinals. They've converted 4 of 5 already.
Earlier they should have. Here I'd probably just try to kick it again. We'll see. They run it. That tells me they're going to go for it.
This is
4th and a half a yard, they're going to go for this. That play call gave it away.
Zaire Franklin for the tackle.
Yep, no hesitation.
Spot him a little bit
Oh,
short.
T.O. T.O. had some crazy numbers too.
This week, we asked him, are you picking the brain of Zach?
I don't hold T.O.'s personality against him like most do. T.O. is fucking unbelievable. He's like top 3 all time to me.
They're going to go for it on 4th down.
T.O. had one flaw. He loved winning, and he wanted to be the reason they won. That's his problem. False start, and that's going to back the Cardinals up.
Is going to change the equation.
Might as well try to kick field goal again.
That's right.
They were on a 4th and a half yard, and I think they're still going to go for it.
Second one on Josh Jones.
I think they're still going for it. Kingsbury didn't even look up.
4th down situations when you got a quarterback that gives you that extra
He
man.
rocked a little bit.
420.
Right side.
4 penalties for 20 yards.
Big mistake in a crucial situation.
Oh, yeah, T.O. had 20 catches against the Bears in 01. You would remember that, Mr. 49er.
From about their spot on the field on their first drive, but for the first time holder and Colt McCoy, laces were in.
A lot of catches.
And Matt Prater missed
4th and 6, and the Cardinals are still going to go. They don't trust Prater. An extra point and a missed 50-yarder. I bet it's Zach Ertz. Colts blitz. And he's going to Ertz. Oh, I think he caught it.
No.
He got it.
No.
Hurry up and run the play before they can even look at
No.
it.
That's
That's crazy.
Well, there you go. What a huge addition. Just
Yes, that's a catch.
catching with your elbow.
And the Colts are going to challenge just on principle because they can't believe it.
I can't believe he caught that.
Play by Zach Ertz as he was getting bumped.
Hustle to the line, forcing
Wow.
Frank Reich, if he thought there was any question, to throw that challenge flag.
Indianapolis is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass.
Unreal. So this thing goes to review.
Oh.
Proudly
Okay, it might be incomplete because it bobbled and he was out of bounds. Maybe, we'll see.
That was nuts.
Remember that guy for the Bears, Michael, in the early 2000s who had like 3 straight games with game-winning pick sixes? I think, what was his name? I can't remember. There was a corner that played for the Bears. 3 straight weeks, game-winning pick six. One of them was against the Browns, of course. Because everything that's crazy that's ever happened has probably happened to the Lions, Browns, or Falcons, or Chargers.
I was about to say the Chargers.
Yeah. Or Vikings. But no, the Vikings are the ones who get it in the playoffs.
They've also had their due, though.
Yeah, that Minneapolis miracle, that made me so happy because it happened to the Saints. 2 years in a row, I got playoff losses for the Saints that like brought me so much joy.
Unbearable losses.
And that was post 28-3. I got my karma because the year before 28-3, when the Panthers lost to the Broncos, I said, this is the greatest fucking day of my life. They can't get any better than this. And then the next year, we fucking go 28-3 and end up losing.
I like how so many years the NFC South just should have been there.
Yep.
And what?
Panthers, Saints, everybody but the Bucks. The Bucks had to basically
And
become.
look at them now.
The Bucks had to become Golden. They don't count. They had to become like the Golden State of the
But
NFL.
I'm saying, like, even like when everybody else is down, the Bucks are now like,
Yeah. The Falcons, Panthers, and Saints, to their credit, were homegrown, home-built teams, and the Bucks are just bullshit Golden State crap. And
we just signed Le'Veon Bell.
of course they did, but he's washed up. So.
Yeah. Except when you play for Brady.
Oh yeah, he'll catch like 35 screens.
He'll
And,
make sure that Brady's good. He'll be back to 2015 for him.
I think the Packers play the Vikings next Sunday
The
night.
Packers should get DK Metcalf.
Oh, if the Packers got DK, look out.
I don't think that would be fair.
This has nothing to do with football, but it's a post about Spider-Man. It says, Marvel proved that if you give the fans exactly what they want, you can literally print money. This movie made almost $1 billion already.
Well deserved.
I swear. Did you see it yet?
No, it's
Oh. Yeah, I can assure you it is well deserved.
Mike Pereira.
This has been overturned.
Incomplete. They overturned it.
Clearly, it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, when he bobbled it and was rolling out of bounds, yeah.
I thought
Which forced Frank Reich to
How about that Jeff Garcia,
If they
Michael?
hadn't, then to me, clearly, this would have been looked at by the video assistant and would have been overturned initially.
So, yeah, Brandon Marshall has the record for catches. No, wait, it's T.O. or, yeah, T.O. had the 20 and the 286.
Brandon Marshall's got
So
a
it's a turnover on downs. One week
Like
after
2000.
the Cardinals went 0 for
That was 2008.
2008.
Yeah.
0 for 1 early in this one. Jonathan Taylor.
What? Jonathan Taylor again?
Still able to finish forward for a gain of 2. Jalen Thompson.
Jeff Garcia was good. He caught a lot of shit for being not so bad. Then again, the 49ers were the idiots that fired Steve Mariucci after a 10-6 season. And then the Detroit Lions years later, 9-7, rebuilding our team. You're not good enough. We're gonna go get Matt Patricia. Oh shit! Now we're fucking 2-11-1 or whatever the fuck they are now.
But same thing for the defense, which was top 5 in the NFL when they were 7-0 and when they were 10-2, but has given up 30 points in those back-to-back losses each. On 2nd and 8.
Run it with Taylor. Make it 3rd and 4 now.
It's 3rd and 3.
As Vance Joseph talks about, splash plays are what win football games. They haven't been disappointed with the effort or even the execution to a degree. It's really been about when they.
Hey, that's bullshit. In 2010, the Falcons were dead last in the league in plays of 20 yards or more, and we went 13-3. Woo! Pittman wide open and trips and falls. The turf monster got him. Somebody should do a video on the 2010 Falcons. They were a weird team.
Before Marcus Golden can get their different arm angle, able to get the football just out in front of Pittman. Really well done, holding that ball to the last second.
Second catch for Pittman, who's had a great
2010 Falcons pulled a lot of miracles out of their asses. I do remember that. It was an adventure every week.
Part of his career with the Cardinals.
I haven't seen a year like that since.
Taylor had a huge first play. Hadn't done a lot since. Takes the fake here.
Look out, Wentz, strip sack, and the Cardinals have it.
Yes. There is a flag down in the secondary.
Oh, they're going to get defensive holding on the Cardinals, I bet.
I hope so. Bring me some excitement.
Judging by the body language, no.
Illegal contact on Arizona. So the ball stays with the Colts, and they get a first down.
But it's wiped away by the penalty on Byron Murphy.
So tough to get hung up with the receiver. Can only be hung up for about 5 yards, and you see that left hand riding T.Y.
Good call.
down the field.
Chandler Jones came flying in like Superman and stripped Wentz. Hell, he was getting pancaked and just threw his hand out and knocked the ball out of Wentz's hand. Maybe he wasn't getting pancaked, but he was going to the ground.
Some nagging injuries, but big play right there that turned the tides for the Cardinals.
Chandler Jones, Kurt, has more sacks and more forced fumbles than any player in football since he debuted a decade ago, and thought that he had added one of each. Instead, the Colts still with it. Jonathan Taylor.
Man, a couple of times the Cardinals have been all over Taylor. Outside of that big run, he doesn't have a lot.
That's a monster.
He is a monster.
When Chandler Jones is on, he's on. He's like the Randy Moss of defensive ends. But you got to motivate him and get him playing.
The ability to avoid the pulling guard and get around and make back-to-back big plays for this defense.
All right, so first carry, Taylor went 43 yards. Since then, 8 carries, 9 yards. It's worth repeating. The Colts are down 3 starting O-linemen tonight.
False start.
False start.
Game's just going back and forth.
Matt Pryor. You can hear the Red Sea showing up here on Christmas. I know from actually.
You remember that Christmas game? The Cardinals played the Cowboys, and the Cowboys iced their own kicker and cost themselves the game. Good times.
Be really tough on the away team.
More false starts for the visiting team in this stadium than any other stadium in the league.
Wow, that's surprising. I didn't think the Cardinals had fans like that. But damn, when the Cardinals are good, they're fired up. Blitz. These blitzes are working for the Cardinals. Nyheim Hines made a nice catch for a few yards, but they're getting to Wentz with these blitzes. They're going to blitz in obvious passing situations because they don't respect Carson Wentz.
Extended that right hand, and you don't see many running backs that can do that.
This particular running back, 204 catches in his career.
Another offensive line injury for the Colts.
Eric Fisher, one of the two
Former
linemen
first-round
coming
pick
into the
by the
game from
Kansas
a normal
City
starting
Chiefs.
five.
Yeah, the year after one of their players committed suicide right in front of the head coach and GM in the parking lot.
Up front for this team, not a lot of
I won't
depth
forget that anytime
remaining
soon.
After COVID took its toll over the last couple days. Have to look at that penalty.
And then the next week, the winless card, they were like 0-12. They beat the Panthers. I remember laughing. The Falcons clinched the NFC South that week, and the 0-12 Chiefs beat the Panthers. It was a good week. Timeout Colts on a 3rd and 10. Oh no, the Cardinals are going to challenge. Well, there's a waste of a challenge. I think it was clearly a catch, but it's still going to be 3rd and 10 anyway.
Saying, all right, well, we had one of ours overturned. See if we can return the favor here. You be the judge.
That's a catch. What a waste of time this is. Don't challenge obvious plays. We all have valuable time we like to spend doing other things, you know. We don't all want to sit in this uncomfortable ass chair all day. You know, I'm waiting until I go back to Ingles, but when I go back to Ingles, I might just break down and buy me a nice ass chair. I fucking hate this thing.
Chiefs are Super Bowl
Kliff Kingsbury just challenged the most obvious catch I've ever seen, and it's still he challenged it. Yeah. It's my 2nd week in a row streaming a Colts game on a Saturday night. Patriots Colts was crazy at the end. I think we're going to do Patriots Bills tomorrow. I think that's the one I'm going to stream at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Might be the only game I do tomorrow. I don't know yet.
Tomorrow presented by Charles Schwab. Jonathan Taylor, a huge run in the first play of the game for the Colts. He went 44 yards there. He's been bottled up since. Here's the play that was under review. Naheem Hines, a diving catch. Kliff Kingsbury challenged and going to be denied, Mike Pereira.
Duh.
And Kurt, and during the break we were talking, the ball does move a little bit when it hits the ground, if it does right there. But he's got control of the ball first, and as long as he maintains control, that's a catch. That's the right call.
And so
3rd and 10. False start.
All kinds of movement we'll see where some of the Colts linemen drawn off.
Well, everything told a bunch of backups.
You do got to feel bad. Now, the more I think about it, the more I feel bad for the Browns. To lose that game against the Raiders the way they did, then get fucked over today. And they still got a chance to win the AFC North.
Maybe his helmet was across the ball, and Pryor thought it was. That's why he made that move. But another benefit of being the home team.
Oh, yeah, Browns and Steelers. I'm streaming that. That's next week.
New Year's team.
3rd and 15. They go screen to T.Y. It's really low, and he slips and falls. He's like the 2nd or 3rd guy I've seen slip and fall.
And it's 4th down. And the key coming in for the Cardinals is get them into 3rd and long. Win 1st and 2nd down. Take Jonathan Taylor out of the game. Doing a nice job here after that first drive. Doing just that. You see the play right there, just skipping off the ground. First punt of the game for either side. Rigoberto Sanchez, the best in the NFL. Christian Kirkwake's back on it. And takes a fair catch inside the 10.
I feel like the game sounds really low. Is it loud enough?
We'll be back right after. We'll be back.
They cut him off. We'll be back. This chair is actively bad for me. Even with all this cushion, I put extra pillows under the fucking other cushion on my chair, and it's still not enough.
Kyler Murray and the Cardinals trying to touch their first playoff berth since 2015, trying to get back on track.
What a playoff run they had in 2015. That game they played with Green Bay was one of the most entertaining things I've ever watched in my life.
Really what we've seen over this 3-game run, the 2 losses, and now into tonight is just little mistakes, little things that have cost this football team that just a few weeks ago found themselves as the #1 seed in the NFC.
10-4 at this point. Trailing 7-6.
Run it with Edmonds again, who gets annihilated by Buckner, and the ball came out.
Live ball. Now the officials come together and say that he was down.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was down by contact.
They say he was down. Kind of got lost in the pile. I couldn't really tell.
Right here, it's going down, just reaching, elbow down. Hard to see where the football was there, but appears to be a good call there.
Colts fans, are sitting there feeling like it's only a matter of time before they force one.
The Cardinals are playing better tonight than they have in weeks.
Very much the trademark of this unit. Long Murray to throw out of his
Look out, Collar! I thought he was going to give up a safety.
And just the 3rd catch of the year for Demetrius Harris.
Oh, yeah, Demetrius Harris, he's still in the league. 3rd catch of the season.
For the Colts with an offensive line that came into the game missing 3 starters.
16 weeks in.
Fisher come off the field. He was in the blue medical tent and then just headed into the locker room. The official update from the team: he is out with a knee injury.
And Jack Doyle has been ruled out as well. 4 starters on the O-line.
4 starting O-linemen and their tight end out for the Colts. And they're still really competitive. Oh, and the snap goes under Kyler Murray. That's intentional grounding in the end zone. That is a safety. That's intentional grounding in the end zone. That's a safety. Unless they're going to say Edmonds was close enough. I say safety. Intentional grounding in the end zone is a safety. Fuck it. It is a safety. 9-6, Indianapolis.
And it is in a 9-6 lead for the Colts.
And Kyler trying to do the smart thing. Doesn't want to give up 7 points. Trying to grab it. Hoping he gets outside the tackle box and just get rid of it, but not quite enough space. And another big break for the Colts.
And it is Max Garcia starting in center with the All-Pro Rodney Hudson out.
Well, we got a safety tonight. How about that? Now it just looks like they've kicked field goals all night with this 9-6. If the Colts win this game and get through this, they'll be okay with everybody that they're missing just because of COVID shit. Nick Foles starting tomorrow. A must-stream game. No, I'll pass. Who are the Bears playing tomorrow? I know Foles is starting, but I don't know. I might get demonetized when they see the outline of Nick Foles and his giant penis. Allegedly. According to his teammates. They ought to get Nick Foles' wife and Eric Decker's wife together and they can compare. Because she used to openly brag on Twitter that Eric Decker had a big dick. Nick Foles starting. Who are they playing? I can't even remember. Are they playing Seattle? Why did I suddenly think they're playing Seattle? I can't even remember. I think we're just doing Bills Patriots tomorrow. Maybe the 4th. Because, God, I feel Steelers cheat. Steelers are guaranteed entertainment. How could I not stream the Steelers? because that's going to be the game in my area at 4:30. How could I not stream that? The comedy never stops when you're streaming a Steelers game.
Steelers are fun.
And the Chiefs are not exactly world beaters. Monday night, I guess I'll stream the Dolphins and the Saints, even though I'm pretty sure the Saints are going to get beat pretty convincingly. But they're another team like the Browns whose defense is good enough to get them in and win the game. Jerry Rice, 29 playoff games, 151 receptions, 2,245 yards, 22 touchdowns. Randy Moss. Oh, yeah, so the Bears are playing Seattle tomorrow. Yeah, the Cardinals just gave up a safety off a bad snap and then intentional grounding in the end zone. It's 9-6 Colts. With 4:20, just Blues left in the first half. Oh, the old free kick, a rare play in football.
Hines trying to get around the corner. Swarm, Jalen Thompson brings him down at the 32. Experience the first ever Hard Knocks.
Why would Russell Wilson want to go to the Giants? I know he's open to going to the Giants, but why would he pick that of all teams? They got weapons. I think the Giants have a lot of weapons. Offensive line, question mark. Head coach, kind of an idiot, in over his head. We'll see, though. It's going to be an interesting offseason. Just Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson alone.
Get inside. It's a pretty cool view on what happens inside that locker room and inside those buildings through that 17-game season.
Especially when it's been a roller coaster of a season like the one the Colts have had with an 0-3 start. 7 their last 9.
No offensive line, but they're still running it with Taylor.
39 behind this depleted offensive line. He's got 7.
Here's what we talked about with the Colts, right? No panic. 4 minutes to go. A lot of teams are going to come out and say, hey, we got to speed this thing up. We got to throw the football, try to get points before the half. Frank Reich says, nope, this is what we do.
Nose is itching.
Plenty of time. We're going to run the football because we believe we can get just as big of plays handing the ball to Jonathan Taylor as we can through the air.
Aren't they starting, what's the name of the quarterback for the Saints? Ian Book. I thought he was starting Monday, not Blake Bortles.
Take another break.
Colts got another lineman hurt.
You know, it does my heart good to see the Saints deal with so much bad luck, but at the same time, I'd kind of like them to make the playoffs so they can get another crack at Tampa Bay.
When they trade for Matt
Oh, God. Halftime can't come soon enough. I'm thirsty, and I'm trying to hold out till half, so I'm not guzzling Powerades all night. I've got to do something to make more room in here. Thought about turning my bed another way and putting the TV on that thing. And then doing something about getting this shit in the closet or the fuck out of here. I want it gone, but at the same time, I could just move the TV over there and get rid of one of these piles of shit and make more room. Maybe that'll be a project this week. Peter says Ian Book will be benched by the second quarter. And Dylan's over here saying he's going to start him just to see what happens in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Another Colts offensive lineman injury.
Left guard is now the 5th offensive lineman.
5 offensive linemen.
They're down to just 2 left on the roster. One of them's never played in the NFL.
And they're going to run a little toss with Taylor, who gets overwhelmed. Third down.
Brings him down for a 2-yard loss, and it's 3rd and 5.
Good 9-6 final score.
Here's the list of guys out.
9-9 tie.
I mean, we're not talking just guys, right? We're talking all pro-level players and then the replacements, too. And
It's hard to get better than the Colts offensive line, and every damn one of them's not playing at the moment.
We know those 5 guys up front are going to give us an advantage, and now we sit here looking at 4 of them sitting on the sideline.
See what they asked that group to do on 3rd and 5. Cardinals rush this.
3rd and 5. Wentz running. He's just short. Oh, they're going to give it to him. He got it. He got it. He got it. First down. Carson Wentz did it his damn self.
With the Colts offensive line the way it is, I'm surprised the Ravens ain't blitzing more.
They're blitzing on a lot of the passing, on the obvious passing downs. They blitzed a lot.
Was down with the ball a touch short of the line.
Measure it. Mike Pereira, what do you see on this one?
You know, I'll tell you, I think he's short. The right forearm is down.
So me and Mike Pereira have the same instincts, but it's marked a first down.
Interesting look to see if this will generate.
First down, Colts.
He did look short to me.
All right, yeah, they spotted with enough.
Honestly, Peter, they'd be better off having Kamara play quarterback all night. You're probably right.
There. Looks like the ball to me is a little short of those sticks that we see on the sideline.
They're showing it on the giant video screens here at State Farm Stadium, so the crowd's seeing it. You see the
Better challenge before that 2-minute warning hits, or you can't challenge it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Be dramatic. Throw it at the last second. Now he's going to let it go. 2-minute warning. First down, Colts. Unless they change their mind during the commercial.
The flag was thrown and we didn't see it. Sorry for the delay. Previous play is under review. Back to commercial. How shocked are we going to be when the Bills don't make the playoffs?
That would be the biggest shocker of the year if the Bills don't make the playoffs. The Patriots, because they lost to the Dolphins, week fucking 1 are at risk of not making it. They don't win tomorrow, and then they got to play the Dolphins again. And if the Dolphins keep winning, I can't wait to see how bad Tua looks against that Saints defense if they made fucking Brady look amateur for the 4th time in a row. Really the 5th time in a row, because Brady got bailed out by his defense in that playoff game. He played like shit against the Saints all 5 times he's played them since coming to Tampa Bay.
Trayvon Diggs has caught more passes in the end zone at MetLife Stadium this season than Kenny Galladay.
And I fucking hate the Saints, but I really admire how they just handle Tampa Bay.
2 minutes to go in this first half. Hines the running back. Taylor gets a rest.
First down for the Colts stands. I think Chandler Jones jumped off sides. First down to Pittman anyway.
Got it against the rookie Wilson. But Chandler Jones maybe get a head start there.
A lot of offsides and pre-snap shit in this game. Yeah, Jerry Rice had a Pro Bowl season at the age of 40 playing for the Raiders. Tom Brady, 44, throwing screen passes. He's the GOAT.
7 penalty on the Cardinals in this first half. Cardinals bringing heat.
Pittman wide open again. Hurdles. It's 15 and a first down.
Always two approaches. I don't know how he didn't breaks pressure, attack the pressure, or know that they're limited.
I feel like this year's been the year of the bad hurdle, but this one wasn't that bad. A lot of dumb hurdles in the NFL this year.
Nice little finish for Michael Pittman.
Inside a minute and a half. Wentz 9 out of 11. 1 week after he went 5 for 12. Number 32. Wentz looks to throw again.
Good protection by backup O-line. Pittman for 8 yards.
Checking with Melissa.
This offensive line, the Colts.
Don't get too many more. You're sitting on my bench, Pittman.
Chris Reed, you saw him come out. He's replacing Quentin Nelson, who's out with COVID. He is officially questionable with a back injury.
All right, Melissa. Very busy on that Colts sideline in this one. Looking for Pittman again.
Oh! Should have been intercepted.
Wilson had a shot.
There's a flag, and Wilson's hurt after he should have had the pick. Oh, that looks bad. And they call him for pass interference. He drops a pick and gets injured, and they call him for pass interference.
Like an RPO, take the run there, try to toss the inside.
That's not pass interference.
Saying this all year when
that's awful.
Underthrows the ball back to the inside.
And he got hurt for nothing. That's not pass interference. That's garbage. Remember, they kept saying there's going to be a game where Wentz has to step up. This is the one. They don't have an O-line good enough to run consistently. So, yeah, this game is all on Wentz. He's going to have to win it.
Another veteran player on injured reserve has dealt with injuries all season.
If only the Patriots could have caught a break like this last week when they played the Colts.
Being home for me, that was one of the big questions. As you said, those veterans having some issues in training camp going, oh man, we thought this was going to be a strength of our team. Now we're not so sure. But as you mentioned, Byron Murphy coming in and saying, hey, I'm ready to be the guy. I'm ready to be the number one corner is where it started. And then Marco Wilson, they said, coming in, we knew he could do it physically, but coming in and being mentally ready to go on day one is really what changed the tide for the secondary of the Cardinals.
All right, 47 seconds, all 3 timeouts for the Colts. Less than a minute, Wilson just heads back to the locker room. Colts looking for it would be a big touchdown here, given their style. They get a 2-score lead. They love when they sit with the running game nailed. Drive's been all about Michael Pittman. They line up in
no Cole Beasley or Davis for the Bills tomorrow. That's a break for the Patriots, I suppose. Wentz under pressure again, but he's going to run it. He's, to the 1-yard line. I thought he was going to get to the end zone.
Carson Wentz with a gain of 12, and it's first and goal at the 1.
Peter just said, Harry Gant won 4 races in a row at age 51. Beat that, Jerry Ross. You're right about that, Peter.
With a hold on the Colts.
Holding on the Colts. Never mind. The awesome Wentz run. And yeah, Chandler Jones got held. Chandler Jones has been hard to stop tonight. Now, Chandler Jones has this unbelievable reach. Look how long his arms are. Well, as John Madden would say, you'd much rather have the ball at the 1-yard line than back at the 20.
All day
play football. This time Pittman into the top of the screen. Wentz over the middle as Mo Alley Cox.
Dale Earnhardt broke Harry Gant's 4-race win streak.
No, it doesn't look like a big completion right there, but part of the Carson Wentz growth is we're a long ways away. Just got a penalty in the
I grew out of my Earnhardt brainwash.
shot down the field, but instead,
He was the fucking man, but if I'd been, you know, grown back then, I probably wouldn't have been a big Earnhardt fan.
moving the chains, set yourself up for second and third down.
That's a little bit interesting. They let 9 seconds run off there before using.
Matter of fact, thanks to Dale Jr.'s podcast, the more I learn about Dale Earnhardt, the more I don't like him. Dale Earnhardt was kind of a piece of shit and a bad father.
7 points on the board.
But he had a heart of gold. That's what's so confusing about him. He's like so good to his friends, but so shitty to his kids.
This is an area where they haven't been great all year long. 20 and then leading scoring points when they get down to the red zone.
Trying to keep on rolling. They've won 7 of their last 9. Huge win last week against the Patriots in prime time. Trying to make it back-to-back weeks with prime time wins against playoff caliber teams. 21 seconds, 2 timeouts, 2nd and 15.
Carson Wentz here, you just want to make sure that you assure points for your team. Don't have to force anything down here.
Screen to Mo Alley Cox. Down to the 11. There's a flag. Of course, God, this game's getting ridiculous.
Right, we're saying we're not going to let you take that chance. Call something safe.
Pass interference.
Offensive pass interference.
A little bit ugly here in this.
Yeah, this has been pretty shitty the last couple of minutes.
On the outside before the ball's thrown, he's going to go out and get contact. Be blocking a little bit too early there. Don't think of that as pass interference or offensive pass interference, but it's all about the timing of the throw and the catch.
14 seconds. Speaking of timing, they've got the 2 timeouts, but they're all the way back at the 28 now.
Well, that escalated quick.
They go draw.
Hines.
Probably just going to be content to
At this point, it looks like
take the field goal. Well, they burned their second time out with 9 seconds on the clock.
Colts trying to expand this lead, and you know the Cardinals are going to be kicking themselves for some missed opportunities. A missed field goal from Matt Prater. Also missed an extra point. This was
You're right. The Cardinals are really going to be kicking themselves.
a strip sack from
That'd be even funnier if Kareem Hunt played for them.
The Colts kept on marching in this a safety earlier in this quarter.
And you can really say that.
At halftime, we're going to talk about how the Browns got robbed. Cardinals, a missed 51-yard field goal, a missed extra point, turnover on downs, gave up a safety, 7 penalties.
This finishes out. There's been mistakes here for the Colts as well as they approach the red zone.
Talk about falling off a cliff.
An interesting play call here from Frank. 9 seconds.
3rd and 20.
Play action.
Batted up and incomplete. That was scary. Kick your fucking field goal.
That
So
would
it'll
have
be
been
a field goal attempt with 5 seconds.
Here to be an RPO right here.
It's been an interesting game, that's for sure.
Just going to try to flip it over the top and get an easy completion, but that was almost disaster right there.
41-yard attempt coming from
41-yarder. Badgley missed a 53-yarder earlier.
He was pinpoint, though.
Cardinals need Ray Ross.
He's got this
It's
one.
good. 12-6, and mysteriously they leave 1 second on the clock to have an unnecessary kickoff and make this last just a little bit longer. 12-6 Colts.
A little bit of breathing room, but as I continue,
Laces were out this time.
they can score so quickly. Going into the half, saying, "Man, we missed an opportunity to get 7."
They're playing Bark at the Moon. I like it. Bark at the Moon.
Jonathan Taylor, 43 yards on the first play for the Colts. 14
On a completely unrelated note, I love Ozzy and I love Dio, but I love them both much more when they were in Black Sabbath.
Was in Philly. Oftentimes, he felt like he needed to play hero ball. I need to make the big play. I've got to buy time and try to throw the football down the field. One thing he's done really well in this winning stretch that they've had is I got to play the game.
Just squib kick this real quick and get to the fucking half, please.
In my defense, in the run game, to just take what the defense is giving.
And like we talked about, for that night to happen where it's Carson Wentz's night, that doesn't mean he's going 35 or 40 or 400 yards. That means he does the right things for a few quarters.
Does anybody remember the worst squib kick of all time? I do, because it was my team that did it. The Falcons kick a field goal to go up 30-28 with about 10 seconds left against the Seahawks in the playoffs. And then they go to squib kick it, and that ball goes like 8 yards, and Seattle gets it at midfield. And I'm like, oh, god damn it! There was like 10 seconds left, and the first pass was incomplete, so then the last play was a Hail Mary, and it was actually intercepted by Julio, who the Falcons had playing safety. And it was like, God, you got to be kidding. Even back then, we were ridiculous. All right, just kick off, and they're going to have 10 seconds. You fucking squib it, and it goes like 8 yards, and they get the ball at the 50. I was like, fucking kill me, please. Kill me. That was 2012, or January 2013. I'm like, just fucking end it all. Couldn't take it. Colts are up 12-6, since most of you don't have NFL Network. Don't worry, I don't have NFL Network either, but I don't know how I'm watching this game, to tell you the truth. I am fucking thirsty, though. Ugh. I got the good flavor. Fruit punch. Hey, Sammy Guevara's on AEW. Remember that time he said he wanted to rape Sasha Banks? He said that. He got suspended from AEW for it. He didn't even say it recently. He said it like 7 years ago, 5 or 6, 7 years ago. You still shouldn't say it, but it was kind of fucked up. Though, hey, you said that thing 7 years ago. You're suspended. Okay, we don't condone rape. Sasha Banks is a beautiful woman, though, but that's still fucking wrong. I would like to say that, boy, I would love to have consensual sex with Sasha Banks. See, that's okay. Because I would.
So Aaron Rodgers, 443rd career touchdown pass. They had a sticker made.
The playmaker, Michael Irvin, and Steve Weiss as well. And Irv, let's start with the Colts here. Banged up on that offensive line. What have you seen, and what do you expect to see in half?
Can't believe the Colts are winning this game.
Man, that's the thing that we talked about in the pre-show. You know, missing 3/5 of the offensive line, and those guys, especially guys like Quentin Nelson, who's the best, probably best lineman in the league. And then you miss more guys as this game goes on. They've lost all 5 guys up front. So the running game isn't what we have become accustomed to seeing for the Colts. But I'm gonna tell you this is a hell of an opportunity for Carson Wentz. I started this talking about how well
Michael Irvin, I said that 10 minutes. He's about to say exactly what I said 10 minutes ago.
115 passer rating, 3-1 on record. This is a prime time, big moment.
This is the Wentz game right here.
Carson Wentz can grab a lot of people's attention by showing up and playing well here.
Steve, in the meantime, the Arizona Cardinals trying to snap a 2-game skid here. A lot of missed opportunities in half number 1. What are you seeing?
I'm glad I benched Kyler Murray. He's got 79 yards.
The previous 2 games offensively, they're having problems scoring. Remember, this is the team that scored just 12 points last week in a loss to Detroit. So now you look at this half. Kyler Murray's
starting to feel like Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. My back.
Put them in negative situations where they're trying to gain long yardage. I mean, Zach Ertz has really been the only consistent offensive performer, and they just have not looked right since Nuke Hopkins has been out of the lineup. You know, look, early on they tried to go up-tempo. That was sort of okay, but they just seem to have lost their offensive identity. They have got to get it back because right now the Colts are just going to try to grind this down and burn clock and give them limited opportunities on offense.
You mean play football?
I know it's only Saturday night, but a quick reminder for you that Monday morning here on NFL Network, wake up with Good Morning Football. They're going to break down the playoff picture, recap everything from Week 16. It's Good Morning Football Monday at 7 o'clock.
Back in this
live right
fucking
here
chair.
on NFL Network.
I hate this chair.
Career best 57.
Colts are up by 6 and get the ball to start the half.
Oh, God.
It's
the
been an
Falcons
ugly
are
one.
playing at home, too.
Oh, boy. We're going to lose to the Lions. And we're wearing the throwback uniforms because we always lose in those, so it's just meant to be tomorrow.
Jags, Jets.
Jaguars, Jets. Now, that is a fucking game right there. Is that 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
That is 1 o'clock.
Damn.
That
If it was
is
4,
Zach
I would
Wilson
stream it.
Against Trevor Lawrence.
The Jets and the Jaguars. What a game. I'll take the Jets. Give me the Jets in that one.
4 o'clock games are kind of.
What's 4 o'clock games? From?
We got Steelers.
Yeah.
You got Bears, Hawks,
Oh, God.
and you got Broncos, Raiders.
Okay, yeah, we're going to stream Steelers, I suppose. Because I'm not streaming Cowboys and Redskins.
I would say the night game is good.
Well,
Monday night might be, yeah. Dolphins are going to make it to the playoffs.
Monday night's 2 really good defenses. So
Monday night's going to be kind of interesting when
Yeah.
I think about it. I think the Dolphins are going to win, though.
Me too. But that Saints defense, though, is so good.
I think whoever wins Cincy Baltimore is going to win the division.
I agree. I'll take the Bengals.
Whoever wins that ain't going to lose 2 games in a row to end the season.
You would think.
The Ravens wouldn't. Or the Ravens would.
If they were healthy.
The Bengals wouldn't lose their last 2. The Ravens would, though. Good thing the Steelers are going to win out, though. 10-6-1. Beat Kansas City by 20, at least.
17 games, and the Steelers will still find a way to go about 10-6.
The extra game is just a tie. You got to even it out. Justin Herbert could make a weird MVP case. He's just a little bit better. Would you argue with that?
I wouldn't have Herbert in a conversation. It's Aaron Rodgers against Tom Brady and his mighty screen passes.
I mean, he ain't there. I think he could be. He's just a little bit better. A little more consistent.
Yeah, I told you before, I don't like color chrome die casts, but you can just see the part of that color chrome Dale Jr. Budweiser car. That's Exalted. It's the one I got, but color chrome. I love that color as color chrome.
The 88?
Yeah, or any of the Budweiser cars, color chrome.
The 88 one and the tiny one. It's got the regular and the color chrome one.
I like that red, that Budweiser red color chrome. It's really nice. And I like some Chase Elliott color chromes too with the blue. Certain colors look really good with it. Oh, they're talking about the Bungles. All right, Bengals. This could be the most Bengals game in history. Win this, and you're probably going to make the playoffs. You're playing a third or fourth string quarterback. Watch them fucking lose.
But this is an opportunity
because it's the Bengals
to absolutely make the Bengals the story none of us thought would happen at this point of the season because we didn't think he'd bounce back from the knee injury. The Jamar Chase draft pick was panned. Trey Hendrickson, one of the best offseason free agents.
I wish I had a damn Archie Bunker chair. It's got to be more comfortable than this shit.
Opportunity for the Cincinnati Bengals to seize a potential playoff.
I do like how when they drafted Jamar Chase, everybody's like,
Yes,
why you never
I can see Michael.
I was wondering the same thing. They're lucky he's turned out to be an absolute monster. He is a monster.
The Bills and the Patriots in Foxborough. What do you expect to see, Playmaker?
I made the joke as soon as the draft pick happened. I posted a status that night. I said, so I guess we're going to find out if Joe Burrow can throw a football 50 yards down the field while parallel to the ground. Because I was like, they need an offensive lineman.
What the Patriots have been doing to the Bills. They bullied them for years. Last year, 2020.
Hey, I'm doing that game tomorrow.
2-0, so you thought they were there. But no. The Patriots are still right here. This is going to be such a great game. This is everything. Buffalo will bring everything.
Like Michael Irvin's cocaine habit, it never goes away.
It's going to be enough because I love what the Patriots are doing. And even in a loss last week for the Patriots, I thought they made great strides.
I'm going to guess that Mac Jones will throw it more than 3 times this week against the
Yes,
Buffalo
he
Bills.
will.
Don't be so sure. Don't be so sure.
And Emmanuel Sanders will have to show up big, real big, if Buffalo has a chance at winning this game.
That's a fired up Herb. I love to see. We will see you guys on the post-game show. But coming up after a quick break, we'll sing it back out to the desert with Joe, Kurt, Melissa, and Shregs. Colts, a 12-6 leader out in Arizona.
Can't be my Archie Bunker chair. I'm not racist. You guys really going to sit here and stare at this Madden menu all night while I talk? Because I can't show you the game without... Well, I need my computer to watch the game. That always bugs me. At least tomorrow, the 2 games I'm planning on streaming, you'll be able to look at something other than a Madden menu. I need to set my alarm for tomorrow. I don't know why I set an alarm. I always wake up before I want to wake up, but just in case, you know. It stuns me when I sleep to my alarm. Usually I wake up 10 minutes before. Yeah. You really think Archie Bunker would have had Bubba over for dinner? That'd have been a good episode. She's like, Archie, our friend Bubba's coming over for dinner. And Archie doesn't know who Bubba is, but he hears the name Bubba and he thinks it's some country white dude. And then Bubba shows up and he's black and Archie's all pissed off. That would have been a funny episode. Oh, the confusion. He thought Bubba was going to be a white guy. Remember Adam Sandler doing his Axl Rose impression? He's singing Knocking on Heaven's Door, and then he says he turns into Edith Bunker there at the end. Archie!
This game flow brought to you by Progressive as we welcome it back inside here in Arizona.
Uh-oh, my stream might have fucked up. Nope, it's still on.
Kind of a weird first half, right? We saw some big plays.
That was worrying for a second.
From the offenses, but just out of sorts in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this Cardinals team. We talked about it in the open. They have to find their rhythm. They're down to about 2.5 games now where you go, and a few weeks ago, we were the #1 seed in the entire NFL. Now we're struggling to find anything outside of that big run by Kyler.
12-6.
And then if you're the Colts, you got it right where you want it.
That Cardinals graphic is hilarious. Missed field goal, missed PAT, turnover on down, safety, 7 penalties. And they're only down by 6.
You get that field goal at the end of the half, even though it wasn't what you wanted with some of those mistakes. But now you get the football back, take this ball down the field, make it a 2-score game.
Colts looking for their 8th win out of their last 10 games. After the 0-3 start, the 1-4 start, trying to keep things rolling.
When the Colts lost to the Ravens in overtime, I wrote them off. But they've won 8 of their last 10. So, what do I know? Season's just a little bit longer than it used to be, it seems.
And Joe, the Colts would love to do all those things you were just talking about. The big question, though, is their offensive line without 4 starters. I talked to head coach Frank Reich about it, and he said it's just the next man.
You know, this new deal with my chair is better for my back, but worse for my ass. Funny how that works. Why can't I just be comfortable?
And his message to the team at the half was, we get the ball here, let's just be consistent on offense and keep that pressure up on defense.
Well, Melissa, 1 week after they ran it 39 of their 51 plays, perfect split, 14 run, 14 pass in the first half here. It's passed open the second half.
Incomplete.
On the Cardinals sideline, Peter Schrager.
Joe just spoke with Kliff Kingsbury. He says it was a sloppy first half. We made mistakes. We're down 6 points. He also acknowledged that they know that the Colts are down 4 offensive linemen. I think to start exploiting that, look at the defensive line becoming hot and heavy in this half. They know that the Colts are down a lot of players right now.
And a game that the Cardinals don't have to have in terms of the standings, but you touched on it. At some point, if you're the Cardinals, you got to put your foot down and say enough is enough.
And you have the Rams right.
How are they not getting more pressure?
The difference between possibly playing in this building or playing on the road come playoff time.
Back-to-back pass plays open the half.
2 really bad throws by Wentz, and a rough in the passer call is going to get him a first down.
Hit Wentz after he threw it.
Vance Joseph's like, fuck.
Called for 3 of those last week. This is the 8th penalty of the day.
Little late. It was a step late.
Just mistakes that you can't have. You look at that one right there, and you just say, you can't have it, Chandler Jones. I know it's a hustle play, but with the way they're calling those,
8 penalties for 63 yards for the Cardinals. Colts only have 4 for 30.
I know that you've won that down with him holding the
I might be like Mike
away.
McCarthy.
He's got to back off a little bit.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 instead. First down to the 40. One housekeeping note for you in regards to that Colts offensive line. Chris Reed, who is questionable to return, is back in there. Left guard.
Here comes a blitz.
Jonathan Taylor,
Yep.
44 yards on the first play, not much.
Oh, and Jones hits Wentz again, and Wentz is inaccurate again behind Doolin. That was a perfectly legal hit on Wentz.
We're calling that name a lot from the left-hand side. One-on-one dips and rips and gets there to force the errant pass by Carson Wentz. But Chandler Jones has been very, very active tonight.
Alyssa, Peter talking about what's going on up front with these two teams. The injuries for the Colts, guys like Chandler Jones and Marcus Gordon. The Cardinals who no doubt know that situation.
Wentz hasn't been sacked yet, but he's been knocked around. Actually, he was strip sacked, but it was canceled out by penalty, and there's Taylor for first down.
That's the best way to slow down.
They've been pass. They're passing to set up the run because their offensive line is so dead.
The line of scrimmage, get those pass rushers thinking about run, and then pound them on the back end.
It had been a
pass to set up the run.
Time since he touched it. Guy that leads the NFL in touches, more than 20 per game. It's his first one of the half there. Taylor again. Man at the line.
That time he didn't go anywhere.
By Jordan Hicks, leading tackler for this Cardinals team.
His nameplate's about to fall off his jersey. How's he going to know who he is? It's like that episode of SpongeBob when he lost his name tag.
Saban's going to be the starter.
Right off the bat.
How many times on my streams have I said, "Boo, it's like that episode of SpongeBob"? I say that a lot.
A lot of emotions going, rolling high. Finally,
I am a child of the 90s. What can I say?
Do whatever they asked him to do, and needless to say, he becomes the starter and the leading tackler on this defense.
Loss of 1 for Taylor there. 2nd and 11. Wentz.
Another inaccurate throw from Wentz. Not having a good half. Yeah, they could have flagged for taunting there on Arizona. That would have been appropriate given how they've thrown flags around this game. 3rd and 11.
One-on-one completions on the outside keep you in favorable situations. Don't want to find yourself in 3rd and long. We've seen 2 on this drive. Should have been completions by Carson Wentz that he just flat out missed.
Hickory had 3 incompletions.
If the Colts ever get down by 28, can Frank Reich come in the game and play quarterback? Worked out for the Bills.
3rd and long. Cardinals showing pressure.
And the Cardinals blitz again on another obvious passing down, and Wentz gets taken down from behind. Buda Baker on a safety blitz. Wentz tried to outrun Buda Baker.
Everybody to the line of scrimmage, and you're going to see Buda Baker come from that.
Blitz happy Cardinals. Finally get a sack.
But you're not going to outrun that guy. He's a good athlete. But Buda Baker plays at a different speed and a big play for the all-pro safety.
Sanchez declined.
Rigoberto Sanchez. No, but Mark Sanchez was responsible for a lot of punts in his career without ever actually punting himself. Any day now.
Christian Kirk waits back. High end over end kick.
Oh boy.
Near side of the field.
Whoa, it was what a great play.
Byron Murphy heard
They had Kirk.
I seen the ball come down across the screen. And I was like,
They had Kirk drift to his left, fake like he was going to catch it. It drew half of the unit over to him.
Seem to recall
Wow.
Los Angeles Rams doing this a couple years ago.
Why don't more teams do that? That play works a lot.
Sneak Byron Murphy back there. Great trick play to set them up.
I remember one time the Bears did it, and Hester faked like because it was Devin Hester, so obviously they're all going to go to him. Somebody else caught it, returned it for a touchdown, holding, return team. And it was like, oh, come on. The Bears were playing the Packers too, and they scored a touchdown and they got called back. You see Devin Hester looking up in the air, obviously you're going to run at him. The Cardinals have the ball in field goal range already, pretty much.
they can't score off of that. They got real problems.
Why does this red Powerade look like Austin Powers Mojo Juice or whatever?
That's probably what it tastes like.
I lost my mojo. I'm getting impatient. Can they hurry up and put Spider-Man on Blu-ray so I can get it? Because now I want to have all the Spider-Man movies on Blu-ray. I could have spent my $60 of Christmas money on that. Whoopee. But I'm not gonna. I know what I wanted for Christmas. The PlayStation 5 console covers. They're releasing different colors. So I could take my white ones off. They got purple ones. I want the purple controller and the purple covers for my PS5. That'd be cool to have. But the cover's like $50 and the controllers are like $65. So we are 6 days away from the 1 year anniversary of my PS5. It's real easy to remember when I got it. I got it on New Year's Eve. Can't believe it's been a year. Remember a year ago when I still had that job that was super easy and I got to do for a long time? Remember that? That was nice, wasn't it?
Gifts to get in your stocking. What in the world happened here?
And I just sit back and go, how do you make sure that he kicks it that direction as you set this up? But, man, they had everybody fooled on the field, but not everybody off the field. Hey, it's over there. It's over there.
It's the one, there's a nobody, one guy knows. Kliff knew that they're going to have something there. Longest punt return of the year for the Cards.
Screen to Edmonds with blockers.
On the screen.
I thought that was going to get a lot more. I got 12 and a first down.
Joe, you could tell this was designed because the sideline is erupted. J.J. Watt having a blast, hugging Byron Murphy after this one. Murphy.
Oh, yeah, J.J. Watt's here, but he's not playing. Me too.
They knew this play was in there.
He might come back for the playoffs.
He used it, understandably.
If they make it. They'll make it. They won 10 games. They'll make it.
They might already have.
They haven't officially clinched. Oh! Little pass back to Collar. He gets 6 yards.
Pulling out all the stops, aren't they?
Well, when you can't find a
Cardinals trying some new shit this half.
Let's try some things to change it up and see if we can spark something. And you knew once he flipped
Nobody was over there. He could have thrown. This is a backwards pass, but nobody was. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
As you said earlier, and all kinds of things you can design when you got that guy.
I wasn't thinking.
Officially gave him 7, 2nd and 3. Murray looking to throw.
So does that technically count as a
touchdown? Wesley. I thought that was Ertz, and my heart almost dropped.
So was that pass technically Kyler Murray to Kyler Murray?
What I love about this is was a check by
pass,
Kyler Murray. We talked to him this week.
Yeah.
The whole playbook is open to me.
Cardinals tied it up with that touchdown. That was a great throw, too.
I got one-on-one on the outside.
Boom, touchdown, right on the money. That's the best throw Kyler Murray's made in weeks.
And Antoine Wesley, who here 3 years after his last college game is playing for the
They can take the lead with this extra point if Prater doesn't choke it.
With an ankle injury. He had a shoulder injury.
13-12, Arizona.
Taking advantage, and on Christmas Day, he's got his first career touchdown. The Cardinals have the lead.
They were throwing shit at the wall, and it all stuck there.
It's amazing to me how Drew Brees has threw almost 20,000 more yards than Ben.
Oh, Drew, he's played about 4 years longer.
That's still a lot more, though.
And Drew, Ben missed a lot of games, not all at once, but over the course of his career, he missed a lot of games.
I don't know. I imagine him throwing it for 500 yards every fucking game, throwing it for 5,000 yards every year.
13-12, Arizona.
This building has come back to life after a little bit of a mid-game lull. The Cardinals are in front for the first time, 13-12.
That is the one thing about this Arizona offense.
Titans are going, yes, because if the Colts lose, the Titans clinch the South, which I think they're going to win anyway, because they've already beat the Colts twice. Early in the year when the Colts were fumbling over themselves, the Titans beat them twice. When the Colts looked like they were going to get Frank Reich fired.
He said Kyler Murray changed the play. He sees this safety drop down, this safety on the right hash. And he says, I got one-on-one press coverage. Rodgers against Wesley. I like my matchup. As he said before, dropping a dime and a great catch to blow this thing wide open.
To a guy that Kliff Kingsbury knows well. He was an All-American under Kingsbury at Texas Tech. And then 19 on the Baltimore practice squad. He came here last year, missed all of the season with a shoulder injury, getting a bigger and bigger chance for DeAndre Hopkins out. Tomorrow on NFL Game Day morning, Trayvon Diggs gets a little help breaking down film from his son and Santa Mooch. And the crew gets you ready for all of Sunday's games, NFL Game Day morning. Tomorrow at 9, live on NFL Network. If Mooch is Santa, do you get to be like an elf or do you get any kind of Christmas?
No. Santa Mooch likes different elves. We get to sit on his lap and get a present or a gift, if you'd like to say that. It's doesn't always turn out to be a gift, some kind of gag more than it's a gift, but always fun this time of year to just have a little bit of fun with something that we've done throughout the year that Santa Mooch always picks up on.
Colts playing on Christmas Day for the first time. Cardinals have done so twice. Last time they did, they won by 1 on a last-second field goal from Jay Feely.
I remember that I mentioned that game earlier. Screen to Pittman. Doesn't get any help out there, but still gets about 5 yards.
Gain of 4, down to Peter Schrager.
Joe, something to watch here. We know that Byron Murphy's on one side. Marco Wilson, the other starting corner, has a shoulder injury. He will not return to the game.
All right, so it's been Peter Antonio Hamilton with a little bit of Kevin Peterson for, like we touched on, but has already, through the year, been a pretty depleted
No
group.
Patrick Peterson.
Do what?
Said no Patrick Peterson.
This week.
Remember he's with the Vikings now. Yeah.
RPOs, and sometimes it's an advantage RPO, as we saw right there. Run game called. Get 2-on-2 on the outside. Just flip it out.
No Fitzgerald, no Peterson. These are not your daddy's Cardinals.
Make it like a run play.
Taylor for 2. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3 for the Colts.
That one Cardinals player signaled 4th down. It's 3rd down, you fucking moron. Pay attention.
On the Colts sideline, as we said, that last drive, the big play by Kyler Murray to Wesley. Now a big 3rd down right here. We like
Young
this building is
bandwagon.
feeling the momentum shift to the other sideline.
I thought the Cardinals were that popular.
I'm amazed that they have so much fan support because they go years without being worth a shit.
Having a hurry to get lined up. They just
3rd and 3. They run it with Taylor,
with a head down.
who does. Oh, he gets it.
Second effort, squeezes.
Got some help from his friends. I don't know how he got that.
It was going to be close. It became no question.
Could have caught it.
Well, he said he's the
Kinda, yeah.
He's got the speed, he's got the vision, and he's got the power.
Now argue,
You
though.
said
They
a
don't
bunch
really
of
do
red
that
jerseys. I think that he's.
That was just a good effort.
And Pinner comes in, gives him a little bit of a nudge in the back to get him going again. Great
But see,
second
stuff
effort.
like
We're
that
trying
is
to
why I'm
take it.
glad they don't
6
blow
yards
it.
on 15 carries for the NFL's leading rusher. 500 yards more than anybody else.
Here's a blitz again, and Wentz wasn't even ready for the snap. Well covered, never had a chance.
Intended receiver. That play was doomed from the start.
Yeah.
Coverage from Antonio Hamilton.
Pressure going to come from the outside. See Peter Baker sneaking up again.
The snap hit Carson Wentz in the nuts,
Change the play at the line. Ball snaps.
and the Cardinals were blitzing. They had to get rid of it quick.
Salvage it. Just throw the ball down the field, maybe get a call. Don't do anything stupid with it.
Carson Wentz was 11 out of 14 in the first half. Is 1 out of 5 in the second.
Gee, I wonder if they're running.
Taylor, a seam.
Uh-oh.
Taylor into the second level. First down inside.
Anytime he gets past that first wave, it's you look out.
But interesting there that Carson Wentz started in the shotgun and then he walked up under center.
Like
A lot
I
of
said,
talk
gee,
this
I
week
wonder
about
what they're
Carson
doing.
Wentz's role in this offense, and I know we want to talk about how much he throws it and thrown it 12 times last
Naeem Hines be like, am I a fucking joke to you?
But his role is getting them into the proper
there and
run
punch
plays. You
him.
see it right here as he goes from shotgun.
Taylor's 5 yards away from 100.
Makes the
What do you think? You think he'll get 100?
Just
Nah.
like that, Taylor's within 5 yards of 100. It's a rest. Naeem Hines comes in. It's Wentz again navigating traffic at the line.
Play action, play action.
That's a blitz.
Oh.
Hell.
Well, no, he made a good call. He saw the blitz coming, and they just handed off to the left side.
5, stopped by Jordan Hicks.
Same sort of thing there as he goes up under center and checks to another run.
There's J.J. Watt.
The Cardinals try to blitz.
Back on the count.
Boy, everybody got the hell out of Houston, didn't they? And they're probably happy as hell to be out of Houston. Deshaun Watson should be, but he's kind of a sex criminal, so honestly,
He's in a bad situation.
yeah, he's getting what he deserves by just being stuck in Houston.
Second down and 6. Taylor's back in.
Oh, they fake it to Taylor and they pitch it to Pittman. 2 yards.
And third and short. Byron Murphy, Chandler Jones are both waiting on it.
Both teams pulling out all the stops now, trying to get the momentum back on their side. Saw a couple trick plays. Last possession by the Cardinals. Now come back with the reverse. See if we can sneak a big play. But good job by the Cardinals defense staying at home.
Colts are very good on third down to start the game, but Cardinals have stopped them lately.
3rd and 3. Here comes a blitz again. There's no question they're blitzing. Here they come. They run it, and it gets blown up for a loss. This would be another long field goal.
I like when it's a 6-man tackle and they come out.
See pressure.
He got there first. But yeah, he needed help to finish it off.
Cox right there. You just see how quick he is. Not great size.
So the Colts going to go for this. It's 4th and 4. All right, 4th and 4. Here we go. They don't want to take the 53-yarder, so they're going to go for it. They're going to blitz. It's an obvious passing down. They're going to blitz. I'd bet my life on it. Here they come. And it just Wentz completely shit the bed. Pittman was open. Wentz just missed him. Bad play by Wentz. Cardinals take over.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Boy, what a shit fest.
It's a weird game, that's for sure.
Baker is seemingly blaming his interceptions on.
I made a comment about that on my stream. Oh, Baker's over there looking at the balls, pointing at them. I'm like, oh, I know you're not trying to blame the ball, Baker. No, he was saying, hey, why is there a 433 sticker on this one? Been a while since we saw the good old fake punt return deal that the Cardinals did earlier.
Oh my God.
This is fucked up. You know it's a bad snap if it was too low for Kyler Murray.
Dude.
What?
So you know the Saints called Drew Brees?
Yeah.
They called Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, I heard about that. That would make more sense than Drew at this point because Phillip Rivers was actually good last year.
But in a Saints uniform? You want to talk about weird.
That'd be on one of them NFL videos years from now. Players you didn't know played for this team. Michael Vick, Steelers. Jerry Rice, Seahawks. Reggie Wayne, Patriots. People don't know that Joe Namath played for the Rams at the end. 13-12, Arizona led the ball back after the Colts turned it over on downs. Because Wentz has been really bad in this half. He was really good in the first half. He's been bad here.
Great
great times in this building for sure. Been fun to watch this organization grow and this building become what it is. I was able to be a part of the opening of this building back in 2006.
This one
Oh, it should have been intercepted.
Intercepted as he looked up the seam for Zach Ertz. One play after.
I don't know. I'd take Carson Wentz over Baker Mayfield any day, Peter. Carson Wentz is a physical freak. Baker Mayfield's just average in every way. So I'd give me Wentz. Wentz should have won a league MVP, but they gave it to Tom Brady just because Wentz missed 2.5 games or whatever at the end of the year.
Now 1 for 6 in this half. He's just been off the mark.
Wentz should have been the MVP in 2017.
Target with most of his throws. It's halftime. 2nd and 10. Murray back to the air. Perfectly
And it's a bad throw to A.J. Green. 3rd and 10. Yeah, well, I forgot A.J. Green was even here, to be honest with you.
The errant passes by Carson Wentz. This is just a miss that
2 quarterbacks that should play better than this. Both playing like shit.
In his sleep.
Yeah, I took the over on
left it
47
short.
and a half.
AJ can't go down to make that catch.
A.J. Green having a bounce-back season in his first year with the Cardinals. He struggled in his return from the ankle injury last year. His last one in Cincy. On 3rd and 10. Murray chase.
Murray on the run, just throws it away. Damn, he's just stuck with that more.
And a 3 and out.
I think he was too quick to throw it away.
Applying the pressure on Murray.
4th down.
Make a 5-down call. You got 5 white jerseys up on the line of scrimmage. Twist right there. A little bit of pressure. Normally number 1's going to find a way to get around the edge and make a play. Good job holding contained by the Colts defense.
First spot of the night for Ryan Winslow, who's replacing Andy Lee. Well, the Colts have blocked a couple. They almost got to that one.
Not a great punt.
Call and a fair catch taken to the back end by 99.
Could have been a lot better.
And Buda Baker, their Pro Bowl safety, has been all over.
Still 13-12. We get our 10,000th commercial break. Make me NFL commissioner. NFL games will be at least 30 minutes shorter. Make halftime nothing but 12 minutes of commercials to get a bunch of them out of the way there.
Special is brought to you by Columbia Sportswear's Omni Heat Infinity, the gold standard in warmth.
I'd like to extend a hearty congratulations to everyone who managed to get a PS5 for Christmas. I'm a year ahead of you, but congratulations.
You keep on going down that stat line, and somehow Jonathan Taylor still has 9.
You can put that on your next job resume. Got a PS5.
Colts trail by a point as they take over at the 25. Carson Wentz has been out of rhythm so far in this second half. They get him in the move. He delivers to Pittman.
I'm glad he's throwing to Pittman tonight as opposed to a couple weeks ago when I started him and he didn't do shit.
Tonight about the offensive line and COVID and injuries. How about a positive story? It's that time of year, the holidays, and time for presents. So what did Carson Wentz get his guys? Well, let's just say he knows them well. Steak, custom engraved bottles of bourbon, which he thinks are particularly cool, and Yeti gear. So really the complete package. And by the way, while he was at it, he said he got it all for himself too. Why not, guys?
Yeah, we're not talking.
And nobody can get me a PS5 console cover for Christmas.
Jonathan Taylor behind that well-fed offense.
Third down again for the Colts.
I mean, if you're buying gifts, like, check one more, right? Just go ahead and send one to me as well.
Let's go.
Talking about Jonathan Taylor making it, but like just a few bats, he can have
In the dirt, incomplete, fourth down.
He's that home run hitter that at any point in time, all it takes is one to change this game. That's the kind of back that Jonathan Taylor is.
He split out here on third down.
Peter, I'm playing Antonio Brown tomorrow, but if you got Lockett, I don't know.
Right scan stands in.
Mo Alley Cox on the run. The 40, the 35, down to the 32. In Arizona territory. Mo Alley Cox, which translates loosely to what I did the night of my senior prom.
Four receivers to the right, just one defender back.
And I do mean loosely.
You don't make that tackle. Nothing but green grass for Alley Cox.
We were talking about Carson Wentz getting happy feet drifting away on the fourth down play on the last drive. He stood in there and delivered a confident strike to the tight end to keep the drive going. Mo Alley Cox.
Say that name again. Mo Alley Cox.
2 of them for 42 yards tonight. Play action. Wentz a deep drop to let him develop. Finds Taylor, but too tall. And
He missed a wide open Jonathan Taylor who would still be running.
Great awareness right here by Carson Wentz.
Great play call. Good awareness.
This is a big play.
Little a bad throw. Jonathan Taylor's very short. Come on.
But it was a great thought by number 2.
That was the play. That was money.
Down and 10. Taylor.
3rd and 7. Peter, you want me to choose so you can blame me? Okay, play Antonio Brown tomorrow so we can both be wrong. Because I'm playing Antonio Brown tomorrow.
I would play it.
Yeah.
Numerous times tonight. We're talking about those negative plays. It's a big part of it.
Because there's nobody else left. Scotty Miller, Gronk, and AB.
Injured players, Jalen Thompson, second leading tackler for the Cardinals, their safety. While they take a look at Thompson, we take a look at tonight's next-gen stats.
Call a few more blitzes, Vance. They're working.
On the other side, Kyler Murray is as good as anybody at evading pressure. Really hard to blitz against this guy and get away with it for a full game.
You got to pick your moments against someone like Kyler and see him so good at evading rush. And when he evades it, the problem is that he buys time on the outside and is such a gifted thrower. That's where they get so many big plays. Usually think if I bring pressure and I've got somebody coming free at a quarterback, that's going to bode well for our defense. But just the opposite.
That's tough. Because the Cardinals don't run that much. You gotta run. You gotta run to beat Pittsburgh. You run against Pittsburgh, you got a chance. That's why I think the Chiefs are gonna have a hard time. They don't run, and they might not have Kelsey. So Wentz on one of my least favorite play calls. I think he's just short. 4th down. They could take the lead with a field goal or go for it. Okay, they rule 1st down. That's why I don't like that play. What did Kurt Warner just say? Limits your options. I don't think he got it.
Good timing there by Carson Wentz to put it on the outside shoulder. Get just enough for the 1st down.
But they're going to say he's got it.
No matter what he's dealt with this year in terms of injuries, you can trust on 3rd and 7. He's going to get you 7.
He's still got enough speed to scare you on the outside.
Touchdown tonight. Play clock winds down. Just get it off, and here comes Taylor. into the arms of the veteran Corey Peters.
Corey Peters.
Taylor over 100 yards, which, as Melissa told you right off at the top, is a significant mark.
We're going to manifest big-time game for Antonio Brown tomorrow by both starting him.
Yeah, okay, probably. But the fact that they haven't won a game when he's not reached 100 is the bigger deal.
I still don't trust it Ben enough to start him.
Over 100 on his 20th touch.
How did Deontay Johnson not make the Pro Bowl?
2nd and 7, he's got it again. Jalen Thompson.
Loss of 1. It's 3rd and 8 for the Colts again. Last minute of the quarter.
You know, about every run, it comes down to that one-on-one situation. Jonathan Taylor against Jalen Thompson. Who's going to make that play? Young safety who's played well all year long. Comes up and does a nice job tackling the NFL's leading rusher in space.
The only thing I'm concerned about is how good
Lost the yard there to 7.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an ugly game, but you guys have an edge because the Chiefs don't run the ball. Uh-oh. Now, when you start to get confidence in them, then you get in trouble.
No, I'm like literally, I think it's going to be like the Saints-Bucks game where it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Wentz, and it's a bad throw by Wentz again. Good coverage anyway. 4th down. Kick your field goal, take the lead.
Yeah, no center for a field goal, try to take the lead.
That's exactly what I
a little combination over here. I want you to watch Hines going outside. That's where the window is.
Look at that bad boy.
Good coverage on Pittman. Got to see that combination right there with soft coverage.
Got to bring that a little more inside, but
they
can get the lead with this field goal.
1 out of 2 tonight. Trying to put the Colts back in.
Only throws I ever see that bad is
Yeah.
From 37.
It's good. 15-13. Indianapolis leads by 2. 3 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
So 15-13 game. Okay, so it's commonplace for you.
Yeah, the only thing we got to worry about, will AB get arrested before the game tomorrow or something? Like,
gifts to the entire defensive unit.
because if that happens, I have Jalen Waddle I can throw in really quick.
Scooters. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool. But I have to say, after the conversations we've had this week, it doesn't surprise me at all. Coach Wright, when we're talking to him, he says if there's one guy on this team that I would pick to build my team around.
15-13, just how we thought it would be.
Great players on this team.
Yeah, it feels like a Pittsburgh game. Pittsburgh or a Titans game. Boy, their game went exactly as you would expect it to go.
San Francisco, they got him in a trade last year. He was all pro in his first season. A great season here in year 2. Dortch back to return.
Yeah, that's right. Low score.
This game's been back and forth, back and forth. It's 15-13 Indianapolis. Going to get one play to end the quarter here.
On to Forrest Buckner. Here's Melissa.
Well, you just saw those fat scooters that he got, and I can say it was a huge hit. Their kids
was that fat, P-H-A-T?
In training camp, which was really like his first one with the Colts because of COVID last year. He said he had no idea they had to walk so far to practice, and no brainer. He just wanted to conserve their energy. But something tells you, Joe, watching the video, they're going to be using them for a lot more than just training camp.
Yeah, I love that. Larry Fitzgerald got me a Segway back in the day because I was a little bit older at the time in training camp. His Flagstaff, there was a lot of hills. I really appreciated that gift from Fitz, that's for sure.
And Collar's just going to keep it himself. Ooh, didn't slide into the 3rd quarter. 15-13 Indianapolis. I got to take a piss.
Yeah, what a gift this is.
15-13, just a dream come true. close the door that damn hard. Feels like a early summer night here on Christmas night in North Carolina.
That's real.
A nice 60 fucking degree Christmas, you know?
I've seen a lot of memes about younger people talking to older people about the future, and they're like, dude, it's 70 in December. You ain't got a future.
Well, global warming or not, COVID's going to make sure you don't have a fucking future that's too damn long. It's going to kill us all eventually.
The endemic.
Sadly, I'm going to probably live to get old and die of COVID.
Which version?
Oh, did you hear about the new COVID DLC? It's called Omicron. The new firmware update for COVID. Good news, it's not as lethal as the others, though. They said most people that get Omicron, it's like the sniffles.
God, the Colts remain scheduled.
Wow, yeah, if the Colts win here, they're sitting pretty. They play the Raiders and the Jags. Look at Arizona. They got to play Dallas and Seattle, who's not easy. They suck, but I don't think they're easy to beat.
They win tonight. They clinched their first postseason trip since 2000.
Seattle just beat the 49ers a few weeks ago.
Third time to charm. Seal that spot in the playoffs tonight.
Fourth quarter, 15-13, Indianapolis. Arizona's got the ball. Edmonds gets nothing. Third down.
Third down early on in this fourth quarter as we check in with Peter.
Kyler Murray and Kliff Kingsbury were chatting during that commercial break. And guys, I have to think, fourth quarter, season on the line in a lot of ways. A lot of critics on this team.
If the Cardinals lose, the Rams go to first place. And they'd have to win tomorrow to keep it. The Rams play the Vikings tomorrow. That's probably going to be a crazy game. The Vikings are the Steelers of the NFC.
Colts rush only 4. Underneath,
there's a short to Kirk, who's short of the first down. Fourth and about a yard. I dare you to go for it. Look, they're lining up like they're going to go for it in their own territory. I dare you.
Signal out there.
Get greedy, I dare you. Because if it works, good for you. If it doesn't, ha-ha. And here we go. They're going to go. 4th and 1 from their own 34. They got it.
First fourth down conversion in a couple weeks as Jonathan Ward touches it for the first time today.
To think I grew up watching for 20 years where that was a guaranteed punt.
Find something to get a spark going with this offense. Going for it, fourth down, their own 35-yard line. Maybe that's the spark they needed.
Second-year man at Central Michigan.
I'm trying to do the math in my head and see how this game's going to end up in overtime. The Colts are going to get 2 field goals, go up 21-13. Then Arizona's going to score a touchdown and 2-point conversion. We're going to go to overtime. Murray has to throw it in the dirt.
Intended receiver, Quiddy Pay with the pressure, and it's 2nd and 10.
It's really been a Colts type of game. Talking to Coach Kingsbury this week, he said, we've got to win third downs and keep them off the field. Coming into this drive, 29 minutes of possession for the Colts to just 16 for the Cardinals. So not the formula that they had coming in.
Kind of sneaks up on you too, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, but you think about the Cardinals, really outside of that one big play by Kyler, haven't had a whole lot going. They got the great punt return that set them up for the second touchdown.
2nd and 10 here. Play action again. Murray sets up.
Oh, here comes a deep shot. Oh!
George Odom, what a play.
That defender got his fingertips on her. That would have been an easy catch.
Big opportunity right here to see Christian Kirk run the deep over route. Nice stick to hold the safety off. Ball just a touch inside, allowing Odom to get over there.
Yeah, if he misses that, Kirk's going to be running to the end zone.
That's the guy, Kirk, there in Odom, who leads the NFL in special teams tackles over the last 2 years. Getting his chance over the last month or so because of injuries and now the COVID situation, and they say that it seems like anytime he does, he takes advantage. On 3rd and 10. Colts bringing the house.
A blitz from the Colts, and they pay for it. A.J. Green wide open. Beat Xavier Rhodes up the sideline.
They're back.
33 yards right there.
For them is A.J. Green. one-on-one situation.
Xavier Rhodes got toasted there.
Kyler trusts and lays the ball out there.
Neither one of these guys is what they used to be.
Perfect time.
Rhodes and A.J. Green.
11-year veteran, 7-time Pro Bowler. First catch takes it to the 30.
He caught it, though. Didn't do the Jamar Chase.
After they convert 3rd down and 10.
That was preseason Jamar Chase.
Edmonds straight ahead with a burst and a gain of 6. You look back at the big completion of the Green.
Chargers.
A.J. Green has had some really good moments for this team, just not the consistency that they're going to need down the stretch. Don't know how long DeAndre Hopkins is going to be out. They're going to need these other guys to step up, and that's the guy that they've got their eye on.
2nd and 4. They work out of the Wildcat here. It's Edmonds to take the snap off the right side.
That was a nice little spin move for nothing.
Short gain. It's interesting seeing a team go Wildcat when you have a quarterback who has essentially run a Wildcat every play. Kyler Murray.
But that's the thing about Kyler is you can put him out wide
and use him.
You've still got to think about him on defense. Put a guy like me out there, and they can pretty much put 11 guys inside the box.
Very quickly back to another 3rd down.
That was 3rd and 3.
Back home, quarterback.
I bet it's going to be Zach Ertz. Or Murray's going to do a read option and keep it himself. Boy, the Colts loaded up that box. And Murray's on the run. He didn't have time to even look at Zach Ertz. Oh, he did go to Ertz in the end, but it's incomplete. Kick the field goal and take the lead. Kick the field goal, take the lead.
So elusive, evading the rush.
This game is pretty nip and tuck. Just take the points.
And he was able to turn the corner and had an opportunity, just wasn't able to get enough on it around EJ's speed to make that throw.
All right, Kurt, so we touched on earlier in the game. Colt McCoy was holding for the first time in his career. Andy Lee, the normal punter and holder, is out. They've switched it up. It's now Ryan Winslow. 41-yard attempt for Matt Prater.
41 yards for the lead.
Laces out. Kick on the way.
It's no good. 15-13 Colts. 2 missed field goals and an extra point for the Cardinals. I had almost forgot how bad Prater had sucked tonight. So I'm like, yeah, kick field goal. Easy points, take the lead. No, he missed it. Gee, I don't remember this part of the movie. You guys remember that part in Avengers Endgame when Captain America's having the therapist circle and he's talking to the guy that went on the date with the guy, and he said they couldn't make it past like appetizers before they started crying about family members they lost in the blip or whatever? That's kind of how I feel talking to my friends about Spider-Man. When did you cry? Oh, I cried at this part. Oh, I cried at
Man, Kurt, the Cardinals trail this game by 2. They've missed 2 field goals. They've missed an extra point, and they've given 2 points to the Colts for the season.
Oh, yeah, the safety. Don't forget the safety. On top of all the missed PAT and extra point garbage.
Looking for their 8th win out of their last 10 games.
If only the Colts had their offensive line and they could settle in and run this ball. And, hell, if they had their starting offensive line, the Cardinals may never get the ball back. There's 11 minutes to go.
During the season with these Colts, and you get an unprecedented look at the lead up to tonight's game. Wednesday at 10 on HBO.
I have not been watching that for some reason. I just forget. Because I like Hard Knocks, but I haven't been watching the Colts.
Now it's just about turning out first downs, continuing to.
They'd be the first team to ever be on Hard Knocks that ended up doing anything. For whatever reason, every team on Hard Knocks usually sucks. The last good one was the Jets. They went to the championship game the year they were on Hard Knocks. Let's go eat a goddamn snack. Remember that?
Second and 7. Wentz.
Pump fake from Wentz, avoids the sack. There's a flag. He stepped out of bounds. T.Y. stepped out of bounds, came in and touched the ball, too. That's why the ref threw his hat down. But there was a hold anyway, so never mind.
Holding. Offense, number 63. 10-yard penalty.
Stanley Pinter starting in center for Ryan Kelly.
You can see a little twist game. The defensive line of the Cardinals. See that left hand getting up in there just to try to hold him off and spin him.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
Once you spin that number,
yeah. That's one of them good holds.
Cardinals, this one moves the Colts back into the 2nd and 17.
This is where you hope Carson Wentz feels like he's got to make a play down the field, and maybe you can capitalize that on the back end. Talked about turnovers being the key for this team all year long.
He's got one-on-one.
Good play fake.
Sets up and has a wide open
Pittman for a first down. You saw hold.
Byron Murphy looking around.
Jones was getting like his jersey was stretched like 2 foot.
Byron Murphy was running back into a deep half, expecting Buda Baker to get out there underneath the flat and help him. That's why they were.
I guess I could have started Pittman. AB, you better not suck.
Of the quarterback stays tucked inside. Chandler Jones, we called his name a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad view.
Wanted to hold there, didn't get it.
There was a tug.
So a gain of 20 to the 44.
Pittman's not to 100 yards yet. Let's not panic yet, Dale.
Taylor straight ahead. Lucky foot to his weight line.
Colts playing with a 2-point lead in the fourth quarter. They can't settle in and run the ball with that offensive line.
Prater has been so good throughout his career. 22 out of 27 this season. One of the great long-range kickers in NFL history. Not his best night tonight, though.
J.J. Watt there suffered that shoulder injury.
The Rams might end up winning that division after all.
Optimism that he may be able to come back. They're able to make a bit of a run in the playoffs.
Got to deal with the Vikings, though. They're not easy to beat.
2nd and 8, play action. Wentz on the roll.
If it's accurate, T.Y. down past the 20. I was going to say that was going to be a great play if it was accurate, and it was accurate.
Play they ran a little bit earlier and hit T.Y. underneath as they get the half roll, looking for the hitch. Underneath coverage jumps up. There's a huge gap on the back end for T.Y. See Byron Murphy kind of flatten his hips. Nobody on the back half. Good read and throw by Carson Wentz.
Wide open Colts on this drive. First down inside the 15-yard line.
Turnover.
Jonathan Taylor. It's been tough sledding for him tonight.
Yeah. That just shows you how valuable that offensive line is. Taylor is a beast, but without an O-line.
There's going to be a game this season where Carson Wentz is going to be stealing the headlines. Certainly wasn't last week. They went 5-12, and they leaned down Taylor. They leaned down the running game.
Yeah.
It's over 200 yards in this one.
A lot of it was offensive line. Although he did go to the Titans and make a Pro Bowl after that. So he was a beast, but yeah, the Cowboys O-line was crazy good. Still pretty damn good.
Your job is to be efficient and don't make those big mistakes.
One touchdown, no picks. On 2nd down. Finds the pocket.
And Wentz takes a terrible sack. You got to get rid of that. That year they had Murray with that good O-line, that was their best shot to get to the Super Bowl, and they got fucking robbed against Green Bay. But I remember thinking, every year you can start to tell. I did it with the Falcons. I'm a Falcons fan. But even I was like, damn, I'm not just being biased. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. That year with the Cowboys, I was like, shit, I think they're going to go. And then they got screwed over against Green Bay.
Trying to get a stop through the Cardinals defense. Limit this to a field goal. Keep it a one-score game.
Without a doubt, you feel like the other team has dominated most of the game, but still.
3rd and 9 at the Cardinals 14.
Don't want it to go to a two-possession game.
On 3rd and 9,
you got to get rid of that ball. Oh! Now that's a throw.
That might have been rough in the pass. He got it.
There is a flag down.
Roughing the passer.
It's going to be a roughing the passer.
Yeah. Touchdown, Colts. But damn, what a throw. That was worth it. Walk it to him, Wentz. A 3-man rush, and he's hanging and hanging and hanging. And when I saw him throw it over 2 Cardinals, I said, what is he doing? And then somebody came wide open behind him.
On the backside.
Damn.
See him just sneaking around the back of the end zone. But man, what an incredible right there by Carson Wentz.
Just
that was amazing.
Of the season for Desmond Patrick.
Sounds good. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 94.
An extra point's going to put him up by 9.
And no small thing with this getting tacked down to the extra point.
Which we get our OT.
Yeah. This extra point's very important. To go up by 9 with 6:37 to go.
He be the guy. Doesn't necessarily mean throwing for 500 yards or throwing it 40 times, but in the 4th quarter when the game is tight.
That's the most impressive thing I've seen him do with the Colts. I got to be honest, I like it.
2017, the guy that made the special play at the big moments.
22-13 Colts. So the Cardinals got to score twice. Yeah, that could be it. All right. You hanging out tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know what time I'll be over. Call me later on.
All right, I'll see you. Yeah, Dylan's heading out, and I forgot to mute the commercials. My bad. But yes, the Colts are up 22-13 with 6.5 to go. What a miserable loss this would be for the Cardinals, and it's probably going to be just my gut feeling. Still time left though. If they score quick, they'll be okay. They got to score quick to have a chance. It's got to happen quick. I haven't even processed that Browns game. I was just so happy the Packers won that it blinded me from just dwelling on the fact that the Browns got screwed. My grandpa's watching some stupid Medea movie. He watches those all the time. He's the one guy in the world that still finds those movies funny. Tyler Perry's Why Should I Give a Shit? Coming soon.
Tonight's electrifying plays presented by Hyundai, and there have been a bunch of them. The latest coming from Carson Wentz on
damn, that was amazing. You go, Wentz. You've seen the best and worst of Wentz tonight.
Sneaking back behind the safeties who are just playing with their eyes and trying to keep their eyes on Carson Wentz, decide where he's going to throw it, and just a great throw on his move, on the move to the left-hand side.
Do or die for Arizona. Got to score twice. Your kicker's in his own head, missing kicks.
For either side, 22-13. Cardinals will get it down 9.
It's crazy that can happen to a guy like Matt Prater that's been around for this long.
This Christmas night. Dortch.
I just should have took a knee. Or maybe not. Decent return. Got a couple extra yards. 6:32 to go, down by 9.
You can see here, we got Patman on the right-hand side who's going to sneak all the way back behind as Buda Baker sneaks into the screen. It's the eyes trying to jump anything underneath him, loses sight of Patman on the back end. Probably thinking to yourself, Carson Wentz can't make this throw anyways.
Carson Wentz can make any throw.
Just go, man, that was well done.
3 big.
But it's a crapshoot.
Drives by Wentz.
But he was on the money there. Now Collar's got to get it going.
Running the first play of the drive.
And Edmonds has a nice run for a first down. That's a good start. No huddle. Let's go. Tempo. Tempo is good, especially for this offense.
You never feel like there's a game you're out of, but lately, they just haven't had that oomph to be able to erase a deficit like this.
And I have been here for a couple of their losses against the Rams and the Packers, and even though it felt like they got dominated in those games, it's exactly...
Oh, it's a high snap.
They were still in it.
And Collar just throws it in the dirt.
Snap just kills it to the feet of
That's the second bad snap of the night. The first one gave the Colts 2 points.
What it's all about is these little mistakes right here, trying to communicate, move somebody off the ball, snap, just got to throw it away. Somehow...
This will be the second year in a row the Cardinals have just collapsed late in the season. Because last year they were so promising, and then this year they look even better, and they're doing the same shit again.
Back-to-back games.
Collar has 150 yards passing tonight. That's it. Got one big run. Throws it short to Edmonds. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd down inside 6 minutes.
We talked about early in the year, scoring 30-plus in 7 of their first 9. Their last 5, just one time over 23 points. Just speaks to the struggles that they're having offensively. Even though they're explosive, can break open at any moment, you just feel like they're running out of time.
Well, they got no Hopkins tonight. They have no Connor. They have no Rondale Morris. So certainly injury-depleted unit.
3rd and 6. The Colts bring the house. Somebody's got to be open here. And he throws it into double coverage to Ertz. And it never had a chance. Overthrew. And he was double covered. Ertz is looking for a flag.
Right here. Tough ball to complete when the coverage is off. A little bit of contact right there, but going to take a perfect throw. Kyler Murray to complete that one.
4th down, they're going to go for it.
4th and 6. I mean, 2 scores, 5:20 to go. You pretty much have to go for it.
5:25 left in this one. Cardinals in danger of their 3rd consecutive win. In danger of what would be a 4th consecutive win here.
Six, a low snap. Colts bring the house. Murray's backpedaling, just throws it up. It was, A.J. Green was wide open. Oh, and apparently I saw A.J. Green, he was wide open.
Leading by 9, looking for their 8th win out of their last 10 games.
God. Having to throw up his back foot. The blitz was pushing him back, and he threw a bad pass. Damn. Colts take over. Congratulations, Rams fans. Oh, wait, there are no Rams fans. My bad. They can't even celebrate the fact that they're probably going to win their division now. When it looked like early in the year, they wouldn't. Because the Cardinals beat them, and then the Rams weren't so hot for about a month. They appear to have gotten things straightened out. I'll hang here and see if the Colts can put them away. This is a hell of a win for the Colts if they hold on. They have to be taken very seriously come playoff time here. Because they're going to get healthy. They're going to get these guys back. Oh, yeah, the Vikings don't have Dalvin Cook tomorrow. Yeah, advantage Rams. I'd pick the Rams to win that anyway, but without Cook, yeah. Hopefully Jefferson has a good day for me because I'm starting Jefferson. And the Rams don't have Jalen Ramsey travel, so probably get some good production out of Jefferson.
5:19 away from solidifying
Colts,
their place.
5 minutes away from
Still technically a chance in the
cementing a winning record. Still not clinching the playoffs, but they're going to be in the hunt. Taylor for no gain. Cardinals should start burning timeouts here, I think. They don't for some reason.
AJ Green from the left-hand side. And Kyler Murray does a nice job of buying time, but there's a little double clutch right here. If he makes it on the first throw, he's got an opportunity for a big play. Double clutch, not able to get enough on the football to get it to the breaking AJ Green.
4:44 and counting. Cardinals have all 3 timeouts, but trail by 9. Colts trying to grind some clock behind this very depleted O-line. It's Taylor again.
And Taylor gets tackled for a 4-yard loss. Now the Cardinals should call timeout. And they do.
Tomorrow on NFL Game Day morning, Trayvon Diggs gets a little help breaking down film from his son.
Yeah, the Vikings don't have Cook, but they get Thielen back. Maybe that'll free up Jefferson to really go off for me.
Live on NFL Network. Kingsbury uses the first of those 3 timeouts for Arizona.
And I know it feels, as we watch this game all night long, that it almost feels insurmountable, but I continue to remind people how explosive this Arizona offense can be. And 4.5 minutes to go, a couple timeouts left, and themselves in a 3rd and long. That guy's on the field, number 1.
Cardinals Cowboys next week is a big game. No matter what happens here. Cardinals are 0-3 in playoff clinching games since last year. What a stat. Run it with Taylor. Gain of 2. Cardinals take their second timeout. Colts will punt.
The second timeout with 4:23.
Well, I guess I'm a good luck charm for the Colts on Saturday night games.
Had some big plays offensively. Missed opportunity after missed opportunity. 7 points essentially left out there on special teams. So the 2 missed field goals and a missed extra point, and then 2 given to the Colts on the safety. That's 9 points. That's the gap in the score.
Whether you just think about one of those, take off 2 points here, and take off 3 points there, and this game is completely different in terms of just a 1-score game.
It's going to have to happen really quick now. I said it was going to be quick earlier. It's going to be really quick now.
Matt Prater hoping desperately that maybe he gets one more shot. Sanchez to punt it.
Better just do the sure thing and score touchdowns.
Cardinals come after it. Get it off, no problem. A fair catch from Kirk.
Cardinals start at their own 9. 4:16 and a timeout, down by 9.
He showed back as an 8-year-old in Texas playing linebacker. Watch this hit. Oh, yeah.
Still got that speed and explosiveness.
We're number 1. No question.
What do you think the last time he played linebacker was? That game that we just saw right there?
Probably wasn't too long after that.
Make it happen, Collar. It's going to take... You could do the field goal and then the touchdown. That math checks out, but do you really want to trust Prater? You might as well do the sure thing and score a touchdown.
Given time to find
Throws it short to Kirk.
modest gain on first down.
Gain of about 5.
And the question really becomes, it's not about number one and can Kyler Murray make the big play, but who's
Clock
going to step
begins
up
to
and make
run.
the big play on the outside? It'll be DeAndre Hopkins. Who is that game breaker?
4 minutes.
A lot of teams getting hot right now. Some of them it's too late. Like the Dolphins, I think, are too little too late.
Able to do this in a race of 9-point deficit.
Now with just one timeout to go, have to start weighing. Yeah, of course, you want to get a couple first downs and get into a bit of a rhythm here. But you can't keep checking it down all the way down the field.
Collar on the run. He's going to take off and get a first down and duck out of bounds.
Reaching the ball past the sticks.
Stop the clock at 3:29.
He just hasn't been able to make that special play as he's buying time. He had obviously the big run in the first half, or more of a designed run off of the RPO, but
I think I'm confident in saying I made the right decision starting Justin Herbert. Unless he tests positive in the morning, then I have to scramble for somebody.
Remember, this is a Colts defense.
Notice how stressful COVID makes fantasy football? Checks it down to Edmonds, makes a man miss. Gain of about 18. 3:20 and counting. They're moving quick. Not quick enough, though. You really never can move quick enough in these situations.
Right-hand side, take a chance with it. Back to Chase Edmonds. He is a guy that can make big plays out the backfield.
He's open again.
And he checks it to Edmonds again.
Side gets 7. Under 3.
It's going to come down to an onside kick at this point. It's becoming pretty obvious. We've seen a lot of those recovered lately, mysteriously. It's been a weird phenomenon, the onside kick.
That's Christian Kirk. Stop by Xavier Rhodes inbounds, but another first down.
Just way too much time going off the clock. 4 yards, 5 yards. At some point, you got to start pushing the ball down the field.
Driving at the 42, started back the 25-yard line. Murray given time, he's got Ertz.
Ertz, get out of bounds. There you go. He barely made it out of bounds, 2:22.
Veteran move right there. I'm okay with the 4 or 5 yards if you're getting out of bounds. 3 or 4 seconds off the clock. Nice reach there. It's not good.
Murray, 6 out of 6 on this drive. Efficient.
Do you trust Prater to kick a fucking field goal and then go for the onside kick? Kyler Murray's going to run. Ducks out of bounds. There's a flag. You heard it. Holding on the offense.
Max Garcia, the 10th penalty of the night on Kingsbury's team.
Easy call.
Brutal.
Center, Max Garcia locks up as soon as Kyler breaks to the left-hand side. You see the pull of the jersey. Bishop right behind it.
2:16, 1 timeout, and the 2-minute warning. Down 2 scores.
Good protection. He wanted to heave it deep. Get out of bounds. He gets tackled in bounds. It's going to go to the 2-minute warning.
That will bring this to the 2-minute warning.
22-13 Colts. Cardinals are in field goal range, but you can't trust Prater until you absolutely have to have it.
Post game is coming up next. Chris Rose, Steve Weish, and Michael Irvin. On the NFC side, this is what it looks like. Packers moving to 12-3 with a win over the Browns tonight. Cardinals just a couple weeks ago had the best record in the NFL. Now in danger of a 3rd consecutive defeat.
Just as long as the Packers get the 1 seed and the Cowboys and Bucks don't.
Behind the Rams in the division race.
I mean, you just think about these 3 weeks that you're talking about. Going from number 1 seed.
The Eagles and Saints intrigue me.
In the playoffs. To losing this game possibly.
The Eagles especially. All of a sudden, just you can't stop them.
Same story last year. Kurt started 6-3. They lost 5 of 7 to finish. Missed out by just 1 game. Now it's worth note that They do hold the tiebreaker over the Rams with the better division record, but you are flirting with a really messy situation.
And it's one of those hard things to put your finger on exactly what leads to that. Talking with the team this year, they're trying to change up little things here and there to see if they can have an effect down the stretch, but you don't really know what that thing is that costs you down the stretch.
Offsides. I think. No, they say false start. Fuck me, I'm wrong a lot.
That's the third one on Josh Jones today.
Just these little mistakes all night long. See it on the right-hand side. But it's been the story. From early in the half, we saw Kyler Murray on the sideline saying, come on, guys, we got to eliminate these things. And it was just continued to kind of snowball out of control all night long.
Throws it short again, and Ertz gets tackled in bounds, and the clock runs. 1:53 and counting. This ain't worked at all.
Timeout. It's tough to fight that as a quarterback. You're often thinking completions, but in these 2-minute drills.
Something big has to happen here. All right, now call timeout and kick the field goal and do the onside kick. They're not going to do that. 1.5 and counting.
A minute 30.
It's going to come down to an onside kick anyways. Now it's all about finding a way to get into the end zone.
Murray looking left. Throwing Williams. Broken up by
dropped.
Rodgers defending Antoine Wesley.
An incompletion like that I don't mind because it allows you, see a nice play right there, hit the hands at the last second, knock the football out. But I don't mind an incompletion because it allows you to...
Wonder how that win probability looks right now for the Colts.
To get your best plays called down in the red zone. When you're running the 2-minute drill, you often only have a handful of plays that you can go to and not always your best stuff when you get tighter into the end zone.
Minute 17, second and 10.
Throws it short, get out of bounds, and he gets tackled in bounds.
Isaiah Rodgers keeps him in bounds.
1:07 and counting.
Great tackle out in space. I thought Edmonds was going to turn the corner and get out of bounds. Good shoestring tackle by Rodgers.
And they're going to run it.
It's Edmonds.
Who gets a first down and ducks out of bounds at 55 seconds.
Look back here. Tough out in space. You guys were so quick. Thought right there he was going to get around. Good job wrapping up. Perfect tackle by Rodgers.
Who's making just his second career start to Rock Yassin.
They're at the 10, first and goal.
Defense out in COVID protocols. It was first and goal for the Cardinals, and now a timeout taken by...
Timeout Colts. These games never end, do they?
Indianapolis. There's a 30-second timeout.
Well, this drive started with 4:15 left to go in this quarter, and they've methodically been efficient, but they just haven't hit any chunks and running out of time now.
They are running out of time, and it will come down to to the onside kick, and then come down to a field goal. Which really, if they're able to score here, come back to the field goal, which has been really an issue for them all night long. So you can't have a lot of confidence in what they're doing. But hey, got to find a way to throw the ball into the end zone here and not continue to use this clock.
And if they do get it to the onside kick situation, Matt Prater has successfully hit one this year. 5 seconds, first and goal. Murray
to the end zone. Incomplete. Never really had a chance.
The receiver was Ertz, coverage from Okereke. And it's second down.
Ertz right down the middle, trying to get a one-on-one on the linebacker right there.
This is all pointless. Why are we still here?
Good coverage. Gotta be a perfect throw. Tight windows down here, but somebody's going to have to step up and make that play. I always say it. Oftentimes not about scheme down here. It's about a couple guys stepping up and making that big, tough play.
Of course, a lot of times that's DeAndre Hopkins in these situations. This time it's Wesley, goes up. Out of bounds, though.
Out of bounds. Nice catch, but didn't get both feet in.
Nice job climbing the ladder and going up high to get it. Just not able to get the feet in, but man, heck of an effort right there by Wesley.
And you wondered, Kurt, when they were going to pull the trigger on a field goal. You weigh so many things.
God, I would have already kicked the fucking field goal to do the onside kick and then go from there. And here comes Prater. 46 seconds and a timeout. They get this field goal. They get an onside kick. Who knows? They recovered an onside kick against the Rams. Still not very likely. Hell, is it even likely that Prater makes this easy-ass kick? It's a 28-yarder.
Same direction that they're going right now.
Crowd is booing. I'm sure that's good for the confidence. Prater makes it. 22-16, Indianapolis. So now it comes down to the onside kick.
One more look at where the Colts are in the AFC playoff picture. They're one of 5 teams at 8-6 coming into the weekend, trying to solidify their spot in the wild card standings. It'd be hard to track down the Titans for the division, but Colts not a team that anybody wants to see with what they have going with Jonathan Taylor, what they have with the defense when they have everybody healthy. They'll finish with the Raiders and the Jags. For the Cardinals, perhaps looking at a 3-game losing streak, have to go at Dallas next week before finishing with Seattle.
A little love for Frank Reich and what he's done this year.
Here comes the miracle.
Start.
Yeah, they'll get the onside kick, get a Hail Mary touchdown, then Prater misses the extra point, and we go to overtime, right? Is that what's about to happen?
Probably not going to win the division, but a wonderful job of keeping these guys together. Got them playing their best football down the stretch, which is so much what it's about on making a run to a championship. Who are the teams?
Colts are about to call a timeout here.
Who gets into the dance?
I'd bet my life on it.
Come playoff time.
No, they're going to let it go. Oh, now he calls timeout. Timeout. Like I said, I bet my life on it. Because this game needs to be a little bit longer, right?
Talk about this. Evaluate what they saw. We welcome you back inside.
Well, there's not a lot of people that have faith in those stands. I'm seeing a lot of empty seats.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Thanks for joining us. It's been a fun Christmas. Busy Christmas, but been a fun Christmas.
A couple great NFL games. Packers and Browns went right down to the wire at Lambeau. This one has had moments where it's felt like it could go completely off the rails, but it stayed relatively tight the whole way.
In the way that the Colts wanted to play this game is dominate the line of scrimmage, run the football, and play good defense. That's been their formula all year long. And once again, it's been what they've done tonight, even with all the issues that they had. Their leader on defense, Darius Leonard, showing up on the COVID list. Guys have stepped in and done exactly what they've been doing all year long.
Here's the kick. It rolls around, but the Colts get it. So the Colts are going to win 22-16 with a backup offensive line.
To 9-6 after the 1-4 start, looking at an 8th win out of their last 10 games.
There's an Arizona team.
And Arizona is in free fall.
Just be scratching your head and saying, all right, what do we have to do? How do we get this thing turned around? I think back to 08. When I was here with the Cardinals, we ended up making a Super Bowl run, but we lost 4 of our last 6, got blown out. A lot of team meetings, a lot of individual meetings with the leaders saying, okay, how do we put
this last 39 seconds will run down, and that is a wrap.
It's not just about being in the playoffs. We got to make a run. So the Cardinals hoping for a repeat.
22-16 Indianapolis. I guess I had fun streaming with you here today, but until next time, which is tomorrow around 1 o'clock, we're going to do Bills-Patriots tomorrow. So, yeah, I'll see you guys then. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy. Merry Christmas.